who's having a good morning. Welcome on in. Hi, Go. How you doing? I hope your week has gone well so far. Let me just switch cameras quickly. There we go. Hello. And George, welcome on in. I hope you managed to take some time off work here and so you've not been quite so busy. And Yor and Dan and Kath, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome on in. Big hello. Hello, I hope everyone's doing well. I apologise for not streaming yesterday. I was at a fair. Having a lovely time stomping around in a field. It was great. Took me back to my roots where everything was muddy and I loved it. Dear Alex, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Good morning. Oh my god, is that a George as well as a goat? It is. It's crazy. I hope you're all doing really well. Hope you had fun at the fair? I did a really good time. We were there all day. So I didn't get back until a bit later into the evening. I think we were there till basically it was starting to get dark, and then it was like a 2-hour drive. so we were out all day, and it was really, really good, and I had a really great time, and thankfully everything held out, so I wasn't ill while I was there, and it was great. Couldn't have gone better. They had lots of animals there as well, which was nice. They were like animals that would eventually be for eating, but like you could go in and say hi to them. They were very cute. Oh dear. And decorating my big... Oh, you're decorating! Heck yeah! We've kind of come to the conclusion that we won't be able to decorate this year for Christmas because the rooms in this house are either being worked on or they've got all of our stuff in them. So we're going to skip this year and then come back strong next year. We might do the garden a little bit. Oh dear. I'm only working one day this week and the weekend. Oh, hell yeah, George. That's nice. That's a nice start to December, to be fair. Glad you had a good time. You didn't happen to have funnel cake. They didn't have funnel cake as far as I'm aware. So thank you for the horn. What I went to is very, 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 very Welsh fair. Like everyone there was speaking Welsh. It was all Welsh. Oh dear. Also Zay, welcome on in. Again, thank you for the horn. I hope you're doing well. So it was like a very, very Welsh, which it was really nice. It was really nice. But it had like a lot of farm stuff, which was obviously not as useful for me. Lots of animals though, which was great. And then they had lots of trade fairs, which were either like food stands or like local food and stuff like that. And then also lots of homemade goods. Yeah, it was really, really cool. And it's huge, absolutely huge. It took about to go around the first time, it took about 3 hours to go around everything, and that was like not really stopping, just keep going. It was a lot of walking. My legs are very tired. Funnel cake, I haven't heard of that before. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. Also, File, welcome on in. That is a huge mic. It's because it's close to the camera, so it looks massive. It's not that massive. If my hand comes closer to the camera, it looks massive, I promise. But thank you so much for the 20 months. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. I hope Teacup's doing well as well. Also, thank you for the lurk, Bateman. I hope work's going well. Understandable. We moved doing Christmas last year, so we didn't. Yeah, exactly. It's like, we'll do it next year, and that's fine. We're okay with that. Had I not, it's just like the size of my head. It's enormous. Jason, welcome on in. This is the same mic I've had for years. And Atomic, thank you for the lurk. Oh, Teacup's gone again. They're going to be back soon though, right? Yeah, only 2 weeks. All right. I hope their travel back is okay. Jelly, you haven't had funnel cake before? I don't think so, no. I would definitely be up for trying it. When we were there, it was more like Welsh cakes, barrabrith, like more specifically Welsh food, as well as like a lot of curry. Curries roast, so they had hog roasts, they were cooking a whole venison as well. They had a whole hall, which I will be honest, I didn't go in too much because I just visited the animals before I saw the hall, and I was like, that feels a bit like, I understand the process of this, but like, yeah, and that was the carcass hall. That's I think the only place I didn't spend any time really, because it was right next to the animals. I don't want to go. I don't want to see all the cute pigs and then go into the carcass hall. Like, I know that's what happens, but like I don't need to see it at my fair. That being said, the carcasses I did see looked very nice, very, very nice. It's amazing. I only had it at Country Fair and Carnival. Ooh, okay. Curry, yeah, they had they were called they were like curries made specifically with like certain Welsh beefs or certain Welsh lambs, so like they were very nice curries. Like the curry themselves wasn't super special, but the meat in the curry is what was like That's the good. Speaking of which, I am only okay today because I've eaten a lot of meat. Well, I haven't even eaten a lot of meat. I've eaten some meat and my stomach has been rebelling a little bit. But it was worth it. Listen, I don't eat meat very often because it doesn't really agree with me anymore. But I had to. They had like all these fancy meats and they were like in stews and curries and oh my god, it was so good. It's so rich and so tasty. I had a Google funnel cake. Me too, I never had it. Hey, me too, George. I never had that one. And it was so good. Like one of the curries in particular was so good we went back and got it again. Like later in the day. We were like, that was so good, I have to have it a second time. They had a lot of alcohols, like a lot of Welsh brewed alcohols. There's a few that we already knew about because they've made it into supermarkets, and then quite a few that we'd never heard of and that were really, really good. And because they had most of the food stalls in one place, it was all in this one massive hall where they probably had a couple hundred stalls and they all had tasters basically. You could just go around like and eat everything. It was great. It was so much fun. So yeah, that's basically what I was doing yesterday. We went to the food hall like 3 times, but I did also buy quite a bit. I think it's fed through a funnel into a deep fryer and covered with powdered sugar and topped with, say, strawberry syrup and real strawberries. Ooh, that does sound good. That does sound nice. We had we had quite a bit of cheese as well, but like Welsh cheesecake, and like that was good. It was just like with like, you know, you have like a cheesemongers. It was just like cheese cake made with that cheese, and it was very good. It was very rich. This is seriously, a lot of it was very rich because it was really nice, but you couldn't eat a lot of it. So you'd eat like a small amount and be like, I'm good. That's fantastic. I'm done. And we did buy a few things. They're all downstairs really for me right now. I predominantly bought mead because I don't see mead that often. And they had like a lot of places. There were a lot of places doing spirits in general, but like I don't drink a lot really. I don't drink alcohol very often at all. But I wanted to get some mead. So I got some different kinds of honey mead, and I'm very excited to try those. Did you like Twin Peaks? I don't know. I don't know what Twin Peaks is. Also, welcome on in, Scorpion. I hope you're doing well. And Majaffers, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. We're just talking a little bit about the Christmas fair I went to yesterday. Honestly, this week is probably going to be like a really fun week as long as everything pans out. It's because tomorrow, hopefully, I should be seeing some friends I haven't seen for a while. It'll be after stream, like in the evening, but that'll be really good. And then we've got our 2 Starlight streams, one after the other, on the 1st and the 2nd. I can do another coffee morning. Maybe we'll have to have some in the mead for coffee morning this week, though, on Sunday, because then I can show off my alcohols. But also, it's quite early on a Sunday to be drinking. But you know what? It's fine. We've had this conversation, but it's fine, don't worry, I don't remember either. Everything that happens I forget, like, I'm pretty good with names. Other than that, I forget everything after like 10 minutes. It's fine. You can have the same conversation with me over and over again and I won't realise. Ah dear, the giveaway item for your Starlight suit should come in the next couple of days. I don't suppose you've received any packages from the Starlight Foundation yet, Vile? By any chance? Only because the thing is, I would have signed up probably quite a bit earlier than you and Shifty, just because obviously I was invited early. But you did! Yeah, I thought so! Because I'm like, you're in the right country for it to be quick. Like over here, we're slow. Not only have we had postal strikes throughout the entire month, but yeah. It looks really nice. Yeah, I got mine yesterday. I didn't think I was going to get mine in time, so I was just going to wear last year's t-shirt because we've had postal strikes all month, and so everything's going very, very slowly here. Like I've had like things on 48-hour delivery for like, you know, prescriptions and stuff like that, and they've taken nearly 2 weeks to get to me because of all of the postal strikes. So I was fully expecting, I was like, that's from like, you know, this country, not that far away. Something from America, that's gonna take a while. So I was like fully prepped for it not to get here in time, but it did. And it's a really nice one. I must say, I actually like the design this year more than last year's. Last year's was lovely, but I actually like this year's more. Oof, yeah. And they're saying like to everyone, if you're ordering stuff for Christmas, like go early. It depends where you live though. In Wales, I always do find the deliveries normally a little bit slower, but than where I used to live in England. But Also, it's going to be slow regardless. I hope the stuff comes in for BCRFU2. Yeah, it's going to take a while. Like, this is the thing, it's slow to get things from this country to your house at the moment, let alone from another country. And BCRF is also based in America, so yeah, it'll be a minute, but that's okay. But the BCRF ones, I'm not too worried. It get here when it get here kind of thing. Whereas the Starlight, I was like, I really hope that it gets here before so I can like rep the same merch as everyone else. And I can. I also got myself a Christmas hat. I'm not wearing it yet, but I can wear it on Starlight streams. So we can be ultra festive. I already know now, I just ordered from Book Depository and I need it on the pajamas. I hope wherever you're at, they're processing a little faster. Yeah, here, 48-hour delivery. I ordered it on Saturday over a week ago. And it only just arrived. So it's like, I guess not quite 2 weeks, but like, it definitely isn't 48 hours either. Oh dear, and they haven't been able to track a lot of things either, not accurately, because of course the strikes have pushed everything, so it's like that's not a priority. Oh dear, Chew Teacup took one of the wristbands they sent. Oh, heck yeah. Oh dear, I imagine I'll probably just end up hanging everything up. I don't tend to wear anything on my hands or wrists while I'm streaming because, I don't know, it just kind of it annoys me. I don't like having the feeling of things on my hands or wrists while I'm like doing crafts. So I'll probably hang them up somewhere. They sent it from the UK and just got the first book, but there are 2 others I need for my Christmas gift. This is, yeah, we have ordered everything, and like as soon as we got our refund from the council, I was like, I'm ordering everything now because I just don't know when it's gonna get here. I'm waiting on packages myself. There's been delays here too. Yeah, it's just gonna be one of those years. But I mean, most people don't mind if they get a Christmas present. Like, I've never worried. I think kids sometimes I could see wanting to get it for them on time. Everyone else I know is like late Christmas, and I'm fine with that. Dear Gels, Geva, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. We were talking a little bit about the Christmas fair. I'll bring one of the meads onto the coffee morning on Sunday as long as I'm doing it. You know how it is. And Danny, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well as well. And then I can show off my Welsh alcohols. There was so much there. Honestly, if you like gin, you would have loved this fair. They had like shots of gin everywhere that you could just try, and like you could try multiple ones from each shop as well. And like in the food hall there was probably about 15 gin stands, all with shots for you. And you could you get absolutely wasted if you like gin. There was so much gin there. Even the stores that weren't specializing in gin would often have like a gin or two that they did. So much. I'm not the biggest fan of gin personally. I think it's okay. So like the only ones I took, like the shots I did, were for the meads, to try those and get the one that I wanted, and I got a few that I really like, so I'm quite excited. Oh dear. I finally worked out how to say my name on here. Yes, I thought it was you. I was like, I know we've had someone who is filled with anxiety. Now you're Alex. Are you okay with me calling you Alex, or would you still like to be anxious? I go either. I started early to spread out how to afford it, yeah. But that is also very, very bad. The only thing I'm worried about is a gift for someone that I had to pre-order in November and it still hasn't arrived at the warehouse. Oh no. Also, I bought much second-hand stuff this year. Heck yeah. I mean, you've seen me, I've been making stuff this year. Having a bad pain. Oh, I hope you feel better soon then, Danny. Wife and I typically drink gin and tonic, but I'm not sure I could do shots. Well, a lot of them were flavored gins. So again, like they weren't ones that I was trying. Like Shiny was trying the ciders and I was trying the meads. Neither of us was so interested in the gins. But they were mainly flavored gins that they were doing. Like I know they had some straight gin, but a lot of it was like gin with other things, or like they'd put a mixer in it kind of thing. So it wasn't just gin, it was like a couple of the products that they did. Here you go, try it, this is how you should try it, go give it a go. Oh dear, Mikey, welcome on in. Don't mention gin too loudly, you're in a speaker and I have old people. Wait, what's wrong with gin? I thought gin was an old people drink. I know it's kind of like young and fun now, but I still associate gin and tonic with like grandparents. Oh dear. Oh, no, mead, yeah, mead is my one. I don't drink alcohol very often, but when I do, I like mead and I like red wine. And yeah, this is the thing, I can't have very much of it because, you know, it triggered the migraine. But I can have little amounts of it, so mead's perfect. High percentage, and I can only have a small amount, great, 10 out of 10. Oh dear, nothing's really helping. In that case, I hope something changes so that you can enjoy your Christmas in December. Gin is good, but recommend mixing with different things like berries. Yeah. And cider, but mead. Yeah, I tried like one sip of the cider and I was like, nope, that's not for me. I don't know what it is. I don't mind sweet drinks, but cider, it hits something in me and I don't like it. It gets me. Oh dear. Gin, old? That's always been my thoughts of it. Got a doctor's appointment 2 years Thursday. Absolutely, will wake them up. Their little eyes will go red. They'll zoom in. They'll be like, where is it? Oh, Dim Mikey, I hope you're doing well. I've really been enjoying. I don't know who she is, but the windy lady, the windy lady you've been drawing. She looks very hecking cool. Oh dear. I'm just 29. I don't need this title. I'm so sorry. It's slightly older. Oh my god, look at all you old people liking gin. Wow, couldn't be me. Liking whiskey. Isn't that an old man's drink? See, I don't associate whiskey as an old man's drink because I like whiskey. Whatever I like, that's not an old person drink. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's been really nice. I apologize. I genuinely, the other day, I didn't realize it was going to pop up in chat. So I was like, oh shoot, I've called myself out. Oh dear. You know, I'm generally an evening lurk. I'm just quiet and chill. Gonna ask him about finding my husband and stuff. Yeah, that sounds like a good call. Oh dear, old drink, young drink, George stereotypes suck. Yeah, at the end of the day, drink what you like. And you would, listen, if you liked alcohol, you would love this Welsh festival. There are shots everywhere. It was really, really good. We were talking about, like, if we went around and just targeted the stalls we like, you could probably get hammered. They'd literally, like, there were so many alcohol stalls, like, but it was good, and it's good stuff is the thing. It's, like, all quite high, but even the ciders were, like, 7%. You get smashed very quickly, but it was fun. Teacup just goes top shelf with scotch. I don't know that I've ever had scotch, you know. I could be, wait, have I? No, I have. Ignore me. I have. What's the one I haven't had? Absinthe. I haven't had absinthe, and I've always been meaning to try it. I know it'll probably destroy me, but I like, it's aniseedy, right? I like that. Sometimes it's silly, like the whole thing the guys can't order fruity drinks. Listen, it is so cost effective if you... This is what we used to do when we were in university, which probably explains some of my bad health at this point. But you just go and you'd all order like a pitcher of like some cocktail or something, and you get a pitcher each, and then you could just keep pouring it. And like one cocktail's like what, £5? The pitcher's like 9. It's got like 10 cocktails in it. Just keep going. That's what we'd do. It was great. And like the guys would do it. Everyone would do it because it was cheap, and it, you know, it's in spoons, so. It's all right. Honestly, it was actually fine. Like, it's spoons, and it was good. It's cheap, and you could buy a whole pitcher each, and we'd have a whole table full of jugs. But it was easy, and it didn't cost us much money. Oh dear. I last drank some tequila. I drank a lot of tequila, and now I don't like tequila as much anymore. When you've had too much, I've had too much tequila. I had like a whole year of like just constant tequila, and now I'm like, yeah, I can't be doing that anymore. Scotch's liquid campfire, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. But so I don't drink often. That was TwitchCon. Oh, did you have too much to drink at TwitchCon Go? Or did you just avoid alcohol in general? As for liking cider, I had one of my regular order at the pub, but eventually my stomach would turn it into foam instantly. Yeah, this is... I don't know what it is about cider. Like, I can have a small amount of it, but like anything more, it's like one cider and tequila both just make me feel sick instantly. I can't do it. Small amount. Have you had I don't even know how to say that. I'm going to say no. Bekarovka? No. Is it aniseed? I like aniseed. Go knows I don't drink anything. Yeah, you're a robot. How can you eat or drink anything? Most ciders are too sweet for me nowadays. See, I'd like to say the same, but I've just bought like 7 bottles of mead, so... Oh yeah, it's too sweet for me. Too sweet for me. I prefer honey mead. I will say I absolutely blame one of my mates for this. They had like a, how would you call it, medieval Viking inspired wedding a couple months ago, and they were like serving mead. They had like, you know, champagne as well, but then they also had mead in like the same way in these little cups, and it really just, I just really like mead now. They absolutely ruined me. I would never have spent that much money yesterday if not for that wedding. Mix. Oh, Lena, welcome on in. Mix with Sprite. What is it? I'm gonna have to Google it, I think. I can't say that I've ever heard of it. And again, if it's over a certain price point, that would probably be why. I'm historically very cheap with my alcohol. Okay, it's herbal bitters. Also, often drunk as a digestive? Wait. And it has gingery or cinnamon flavour. Ooh. Oh, that does sound good. Wait, where can I get this? Sorry, just let me go on the shopping channel. I get on eBay. This is the problem with living in the middle of hecking nowhere. Please, someone deliver me this. Where I can get on Amazon, can I? Not where I live. That's fine. That's fine, Amazon. What about this one? There we go. I can get that one. Okay. I'll save that there for after stream. Oh dear, you like Boddingtons? I don't know. Again, I don't know that listen, I spent a long time just drinking Carling and Rosé. I don't know that I've had Boddingtons. I never will. Listen, it's only recently I've got into slightly fancier alcohol. Oh, I vaguely remember it being a liqueur that wanted to be a mead. Popular when I visit the Czech Republic. Oh, okay. I love it then. If it's similar to mead, I probably love it. I bought like one proper like honey mead, which is like quite dark. It's nice. I really like that one. But then I did get a few really light meads. They kind of came as a set of 6, which was probably more than I've ever spent on alcohol before, but it was worth it. And yeah, they've got like, some of them have slightly more floral tones, and then some of them are just like the slightly sweet, but like not quite as sweet. Because I have a feeling I might like that a little bit more, but I'm not sure. I haven't tried that particular one. I just got it as the pack, and I'm excited. Way back in the 80s, I was a fan of peppermint schnapps. Then one New Year's Eve, I drank the better part of a fifth, and next time I tried drinking, my throat was like, no! That's me and tequila. It's like Jaeger. Oh, see, I do like Jägermeister. Okay, yeah, I do like that. Oh, there's a whole spectrum of ciders. Yeah, there's a lot. So even like yesterday, I tried a couple of them, and I should have tried some of the dry ones. I only tried the sweet ones, which is like normally what I absolutely dislike. Also, if you are going alcohol-free and you want alcohol-free alcohol, which sounds kind of redundant when you say it, but if you want it, avoid ciders, because they are literally like drinking squash straight from the bottle. It's so gross. Wines are pretty good. Oh dear. Imagine being able to order alcohol on Amazon. I live in Sweden. We only have one store that sells strong alcohol. Wait, only one? Oh god. Yeah, no, not here. Not here. You can buy it everywhere. I think some, for the more specialized stuff, it's a bit difficult though. And like a lot of the stuff we got yesterday, they're not in retailers. You can buy it through them, but that's it. Which is like the benefit of going to these kind of fairs, is like trying stuff that you can't get through Tesco and stuff. And oh my god, it was so much fun. I ate so much food. We had, I think between me and Shiny, 5 lunches, as well as like all of the tasters and a cheesecake. We ate so much. We got back home, I just lay down for the whole evening because I was like, I can't move. I've eaten so much food. And like, again, most of it was like meats. It was like, there was a whole roast venison. Of course, they had like, what's it called? Hog roast. They had like a lot of really fancy Welsh beefs and stuff like that you could try, and we had it in curries and stews, but you could just have it as well. A bit more expensive like that, but the stews and stuff were fantastic. What else did we have? Oh, we had like lamb. Yeah, we had some of the lambs. That was good. And I'm not really a lamb person normally, but like that was alright. Oh dear. Oh dear, it's not all. Good morning. Husband unit bought me a cold cup of coffee. He claims it was hot when he bought it to me. I'm saying that he's lying. Feathered, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Boddington's is a pub ale that's brewed in Manchester. We have a really hard time finding it. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think. I don't know if have I drunk a lot of ale? I don't think a lot, because it's a little bit more expensive than like, you know, a 6-pack of Carling. Oh dear. One the chain, not just one store in the whole company. Oh, okay. I was like, no, how are you getting by? Jelly at the event just, well, they had tasters everywhere. And like most of the things they were selling were like meats, so you could eat them cooked kind of thing. There was a lot of baked goods where you could have like bits of pastry. Cheese was a huge one, and alcohol. And honestly, I'd say that probably overall, there was more alcohol than food. So... there were quite a few people there that had quite a few shots, I think. Oh, thank you, Vile. Did we have a boot? We had a boot. Oh dear. You can't buy strong alcohol in grocery stores, for example. Only soft ciders and beer with very low percentage. I think we only have very small stores near us. I think they have like the spirits behind the counter with like, you know, all of the scratch cards and cigarettes and all that kind of stuff. They have that back there. That was a long one. I don't know how I missed it. Longest banned book. Wait, I can go back and watch it. I wanna have a look. What are they saying now? Doge hype. Wait a minute. Oh dear, go to dogehype.com. Oh, thank you for banning Doge hype. I would hype Doge, but you know, I completely understand. We don't want it in the channel all the time. Oh dear. Rip the Scandi life. Yeah, we have like I think the strong alcohols are back there. Again, not something I normally go to because, like, first of all, I don't really drink much alcohol these days. This is the first year I've been able to drink because of obviously like different treatments and meds and stuff like that for about 5 years. So like, you know, I'm out of practice. Like I don't want to be buying like a whole bottle of fancy whiskey when I haven't had that much to drink. I won't appreciate it. But no, I can drink a little bit now. I just have to be a bit careful. And that's been nice. I probably drank a bit too much and then I drank nothing for 5 years. But it's all right. It's all right. It just means I get drunk very quickly now. I'm very cheap. Before I could drink quite a lot. Now I can't drink anything. Oh dear. The rumbles for Christmas this year are going to be hella strong. My hand slipped. Hell yeah. That's always the best thing if you make your own Christmas pudding. You can put all the alcohol in it. Oh dear, we used to do that when we were kids. We'd like put as much out because we'd make Christmas pudding with my grandparents. We'd put as much alcohol in it as possible so that when someone lit it on fire, it'd go poof. Oh dear, one time random British exchange student offered to buy me a beer as long as he got to choose. I became a fan of Old Peculiar that night. That's actually really sweet. I like that. You know, as long as like you vote, that's really nice. Like, let me buy you what I like and then see if you like it too. I like it. Oh, it's just... I always just block the whole website name when they pop up. That's very fair. That's also very smart. The closing times depend on how big the town is. It can close earlier than 8. Really? Again, like, we only have small stops near us, but they close at about 10, I'd say. You know, that's at 10 or 11-ish. Depends on which one it is, but it's about that sort of time. I don't go out that late. We don't have street lights, so yeah, the shop's there, but I can't see it. So actually, that's not true. There are random lights, but it honestly just makes our road look like a series of liminal spaces rather than a well-lit road, because it's like you can see them in the distance and there's nothing underneath them and there's nothing around them, they're just there. It's very freaky. It was one of the first things we noticed when we moved here was there are really random lights around and it's kind of creepy because they highlight nothing. Oh dear. Saturdays are barely open and Sundays closed. Oh god, Jelly's a cheap dog. I'm very cheap. It doesn't cost very much to get me absolutely wasted. Because I haven't drunk anything for so many years. My tolerance is on the floor. I was also a child pirate. I'm also an adult pirate. Nothing has changed. If you go to Denmark though, they have it in the grocery stores and several different stores just focusing on alcohol. Yeah, like we have what do we have near us? An off-license, couple of corner stores, all of them stock alcohol, of course. It's just kind of everywhere if you want it. Oh dear. Thank you for the like, Gav. Fair on the same. Heck yeah. Cheap dates. It doesn't take very much to get drunk. Oh, thank you for the hick. Sweden is just special. Hey, you know what? Every country's different. I assume as well if you've grown up in Sweden and like that's what you're used to, it would be weirder that there'd be alcohol everywhere. Whereas for me, having grown up surrounded by alcohol, it's like weird that that's not the case. I've told this story before, but we used to have like a tombola next door. I say next door, we weren't that close to them, but like there was a church nearby that would do tombola, and like little 10-year-old me would go in, win like a bottle of whiskey and walk home with it, and they'd be like, she'll be fine. We know her parents, it's all good. And like, it's just everywhere. Oh dear, I'm a social drinker, so almost teetotal for years. Yeah. Well, listen, we'll all get drunk really fast, and we'll all be nice and cheap. Listen, it's all great claiming to be a heavyweight until you're spending like 100 quid on alcohol. I just need one. I I remember getting tipsy sharing a beer with Tika. Oh, that's really sweet though. Super cheap date, heck yeah. It was, and going to Tesco to get vodka was weird. Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, I think it'd still feel kind of weird for me, but just because it's been so long, and also I never ordered the ones behind the counter. Like, the vodkas and stuff like that, I wasn't super interested in for the most part. And tequila I would just order. I was a student, I just order it through Amazon. I didn't care what it was. And I was mixing with things anyway. You'd think people know how it works by now, but the lines are hella long on Fridays and possibly Saturdays anyway, as if they don't realise the hours of work. Oh dear. It's like us whenever we have like a, what do you call it, some sort of national holiday. Everyone panic. You're not gonna have to go to the shop for a whole day. Oh my god. Oh dear, my tea is already getting cold. It is very cold in this house today. I am wearing a proper thick jumper as well as blanket because like, we've taken a cold snap. It's happening, it's finally cold. Ah, oh, dear. I will say though, this weekend we did manage to get some more insulation. You heard it, I suppose, during the coffee morning, but like, yeah, we managed to get some more insulation in. So they've got some of the ceiling boards in now. For those who aren't aware, we only just moved here and we're renovating the house while we live in it, and the ceilings in the loft have no insulation in them, and they haven't had insulation in them this whole time, which means all of the heat in the house just out the top. It's very difficult to keep any of the rooms warm, but the exterior facing, one of the exterior facing bits has insulation the whole way across it now, which is a start. And then they've started going across like some of the roofy bits. But the thing is, they have to measure every single one. Like, I mean, this is no offense to the original people that did the loft conversion, but they didn't make the measurements even, which means you can't just cut one and duplicate it. You have to cut all of them and measure all of them. So it's taking a bit of a while. Plus, rather than the fiberglass insulation, we've gone for insulation boards because I'm going to be up there most of the time. So it needs to be suitable for like living all year round, whereas like the slightly thinner fiberglass insulation, it'll keep the heat in, but it won't keep the heat out, whereas the boards do. So they'll be good in the summer so that it doesn't get really, really hot, like what happened in last year where we were living where we used to, where every summer I'd just be sweating constantly whenever I was streaming. We're going to avoid that. No more sweaty streams. Oh dear. Oop. Yeah, it's all right. It's fine. Like, and honestly, I don't have a radiator in this room, but like, my computer has been keeping it nice and toasty, so it's not too bad. We're having a couple of issues with one or two of the radiators, but they're like the old ones. We need to replace them anyway, so that'll be fine. It's not a long-term concern. It's just a right now concern because it's like 0 degrees and it's cold. Also, I didn't take any pictures of it, and I really should have. We're going to be going back to our Silent Hill F. We went through, like, literally it looked like Silent Hill yesterday. So we had to travel about 2 hours to get to the fair, and it was very, very cold, and that you could literally watch the mist rolling down the sides of the mountains that we were going through. And it was like, this is very Silent Hilly, because you could see buildings just disappear underneath it. It was so cool. I would have had to have taken a video to really appreciate how thick it was, and you just watched it roll down the hill. So cool. It was almost not threatening, but it was like waves, but over the mountains for fog. It was very, very pretty. I have seen it before, I should say. It's not my first time seeing it, but I haven't seen it for a while, and it's so cool. It literally just looks like there is a tide over the top of the mountain, and it's sick. It's really cool. Part of the side of overheating computers is heating my room up great. Oh, dude, this has been the positive of streaming nearly every day this month, is like, well, my room's been so warm. Whenever I don't stream, I notice it because this room is colder. We finally got the ground. Oh, you did? Oh, well done, Vile. Honestly, it should be really, really cold near you as well. So honestly, like, good job doing that when it's so cold. My God. Sounds pretty. It was so pretty. The thing is, there were like, on these particular mountains and hills, it's a mixture of certain mountains and hills. There are like very old, like bits of fortress or bits of like buildings that aren't like fully there anymore, and they're very, very old, and you just watch the mist roll over them, and it's like, there it goes, it's gone. It's very cool though. I found a stunning 1940s house pattern coat and I'm gonna make it into a fleece. It's gonna be so snuggly and chic. Heck yeah. Is that gonna be because you said you wanted something out of fleece, but then that'd be for somebody else, right? Where you were looking for fabric for that. I hope you've managed to find some. Maybe you've managed to find some in the Black Friday sales. That'd be good. Do you guys want to do some work as well? Obviously, we can keep chatting. I just probably should get some stuff done. It's for you. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I want to make one more bauble as well. No, I want to make a couple more baubles. I need to get those done at some point. Today we're like 7 to 10 Celsius. So it wasn't too bad. I'm just glad that we have more storage. Oh my god, it's warmer where you are than it is where we are. That's not how it should be. Also, welcome to, once again, correct posture. Sat like a gremlin. Winding these. Also, the number will have gone up a little bit since you last saw it because I did finish a couple off stream and I never counted the ones that we made on Sunday, so number gone up a bit. Happy efficient number going up. Good stuff. Makes me feel good. I enjoy that. Oh, in other news, guess who's starting? Now, you finished making petals. Only the little stamens to do now. I actually really like the stamen bits you've been making. I might have to like pull your ear at some point and be like, how did you make those? Because I'm not going to be making very many of the full like red lilies. I'm going to be doing more of the stamens. I mean, to be fair, we're like 4K foot. Oh my god, why are you so tall? Yeah, we are not that tall. We're not that tall at all. It is very misty though. Like whenever we looked outside this morning, I couldn't see very far. Just the cars would come in and out of the mist. You know what? Nothing that gets me in the mood for making a Silent Hill costume than literally living in Silent Hill. Oh dear, it is beautiful though. It's very pretty. Like seeing the sun coming through the mist is really cool. Also like because you can see patches where it's thicker, which is, I don't know, I really like that. I think that's sick. Oh dear, right. Round and around we go. My limbs are just a little tired from yesterday, so I might take more breaks today, but that's okay. Cut wire, dip into UV resin and put onto UV light and just keep doing that, is it? Okay. Oh, I don't have any stuff for UV resin though. God damn it. God damn it. Feathers once again getting me into a skill I'm not prepared for. But I do want to, to be fair, UV resin is something I really want to get into. I've done resin before, but I've never used UV resin. I should get into it at some point. Maybe if someone was to make something like a, I don't know, a UV resin bow. Oh my god. Oh dear. Living in the inspiration you are. Unpredictable. Welcome on in. Wait, how was your stream? Oh, thank you for shouting out unpredictable. I will also shout out unpredictable. There we go. How was it? I hope that it was good. What did you get up to? I'm assuming it was something arty and crafty, but what arty and crafty stuff did you get up to today? Oh dear. Good morning, Tanada. Good morning. I hope you're all doing well. We've been talking a little bit about Christmas fair, although it wasn't really a Christmas fair as much as it was a winter fair for Welsh goods, and it was fantastic and I really enjoyed it, and everyone was speaking Welsh to me and I was like, I am out of my depth. I have been learning Welsh, but like I can definitely not hold a full conversation in Welsh at this point. Oh dear. But honestly, it was a good experience. It was a really good experience. And it was nice to see so many people speaking Welsh, because in the south, which is where I've lived most of the time, it's not so common that people speak Welsh. But then when you go north, it's a lot more common. Everyone will be speaking Welsh. And especially this kind of event, which is all the celebration of Welsh produce and Welsh food and stuff like that. It's everywhere. It's very cool. Very, very cool. Oh dear, my chat may be asleep. No, you're good. I memorized them with spinning snowflakes and my sleepy. Oh hell yeah! Is that for your Christmas decorations, or is it just for like a fun thing to try out? Also, if you need to get some sleep, obviously, I know that it's very early for you when you come in here, so like please do. Okay, booba. Excuse me. Also, Zero, welcome on in. Oh right, I see. My okay, booba. Here they are. Yeah, someone the other day, I think it was Robert, was like, your knees look like tits. I should get some, one day I'll get some, like, what do you call it? I'll make myself some trousers that look like my knees are wearing a bra, and then I'll just sit here. and confuse people with my thumbnails. I was so confused there. I was like, what do you mean, okay, booba? We've not even talked about booba yet today. I made button barrettes, and then I showed a fellow crafter how to make ear hooks, and then I spun snowflakes and put everyone to sleep, and then Raid woke half of chat up. Aww. Honestly, that sounds very heckin' wholesome. Oh, dear. Right. This is where I need my leg, booba. There you go. It's to hold the thread so that it doesn't start like spinning together and becoming a pain. That's what the leg booba's for. I don't think it looks that much like tits, but like personally, I don't see it. I think my knees would have to be the same color as my jumper, which actually I could do, but I'm not going to. Oh dear. It was 26. Oh my god, so warm, but it was so humid that I started sweating even though with the fan on. Not looking forward to the part of summer when it's like that for a week. Yeah, that is, anything above 20 is toasty for me. I'm a cold weather bean. I like blankets and hot chocolate and tea and warm food and gravy. I'm a winter gravy. Yeah, I'm not so keen on it being too hot. I'll still have all of those same things. It's just, you know, I don't find them quite as comfortable. That being said, I could do it being just a tad warmer until we have radiators and insulation. Until then. Or I should say that the builders have been working really, really hard to try and get everything done. It's just that there's been a lot of issues with the house that need fixing, like a lot of our roof supports are not touching the roof. Stuff like that, you know, little things. Just the little things. Oh dear, like our roof being largely unsupported due to a bit of a shoddy previous loft conversion. Oh my god. Deary me. Just the little things. We have Booptober, maybe we need November. Oh, but if we did, I would have missed most of November. Oh, also, in case anyone's curious, I don't think we're gonna hit 25 days this month. Why is my light making me look so pale today? And that what? Oh, it's because I'm wearing a dark jumper. I was like, I am not this glowingly pale, I promise. It is a trick of the light. Let's just have a quick look and see how we're doing on our 25 days. For those who aren't aware, we're trying to stream 25 days in a month at the moment. It's going to be a consistent thing until I get it. 23, yeah. I'm not gonna hit it this month. That's okay. You know what? We gave it our best shot and we'll try again next month. Ah, dear. All right. Sorry, I'm wearing a dark jumper. It's not even that dark. It's like burgundy. But it's apparently far too much for my camera, who has decided to make me look like a glowing angel. Pure white. Pure white. Oh, dear. Random thing I picked up yesterday from the thrift store. I found a replica. You found a portal gun in the thrift store? Hell yeah! Wait, what are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna keep it as it is, or are you going to modify it, do you think? It's just so, yeah, onto my knees? I should. But I also think listen, if I want this effect to work well, I need better matching, they either need to like be my skin color and then put the nipples on them, or they need to be like the same color as the jumper I'm wearing. Oh, we put pics in the Discord, heck yeah, I wanna see them. Let's have a look, see? Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Look at all this hacking jewelry. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, wait, let me put a heart. There you go. Hearts. Hearts. A floating roof. Almost as much fun as gas boiler that trips out. Yeah, honestly, boilers terrify me. But the idea that a boiler is going wrong, that is like, first of all, because boilers are so expensive. Boiler stuff is very, very expensive. So like, not only for that, but also like the health and safety of like a boiler that's acting up scares the heck out of me. Because like, you don't know until it's too late, and terrifying, absolutely terrifying. Yeah, it's basically a bomb. Terrifying. Oh dear, I'm gonna modify, oh hell yeah. You're gonna have a modified portal gun? That'd be sick. Okay, I hope that you're gonna at least modify it to shoot portals, right, Vile? Like you're gonna add a black hole device in there, right, Vile? I spun you a snowflake in memes and stuff. Oh, did you? Wait. I'm gonna have to get this to a point where I can hold it. Boilers go boom is not good. Boilers go boom, but also boilers leak gas, and that's like honestly to me the scarier one. Because yeah, like you just won't know. And like most people's boilers turn on in the early morning and stuff like that when they're like heating the house ready for you to get up. So you'll all be asleep. And like that scares the heck out of me. Where can you find Discord? !Discord! We'll get you to the Discord. I'm gonna have to brush off on my quantum physics. I believe in you, Vile. You've absolutely got this. I've seen your streams. You've got it. You can absolutely do it. Oh dear. I should probably shout some people out, actually. We've got a lot of very crafty people, crafty, arty people in chat. Let me finish this pedal, and then I'll get on it. I'm gonna do it faster than Vile, because... Oh dear. If I don't tell Vile who I want to shout out, then I can win. Mm-hmm. I got one. First of all, if you haven't checked out Unpredictable, they have makers and crafting today, but they really do a mix of everything as far as arts and crafts goes. They do more traditional art, they do makers and crafting, they literally do everything. So if you haven't checked them out before and you really enjoy arts and crafts in general, definitely check out Unpredictable. Feathered is actually also doing a Silent Hill F inspired art piece right now. They're actually creating a custom violin. It's a very intense process. That's why they've been making petals as well, because they've been making not these flowers, but the flowers you see closer to the end of the trailer, to be putting all over the violin, and they've been making them out of resin. They also make costumes, but again, like if you're looking for more creative people on Twitch, definitely check out Feathered. They're a very hecking sweet bean. And the one that I got to shout out is Mikey. Mikey is somewhere I lurk a lot of evenings. I spend a lot of evenings lurking in Mikey's streams. They're a very hacking sweet bean. They do quite long streams actually, and they do art, as well as I think they've been playing Ragnarok. Is it Ragnarok recently? I think that's what it's called. I'll be honest, I've avoided that one for spoilers, but I always tune into their arts. Oh dear, very heckin' nice stuff. If you haven't checked those three out, there you go. People to go check out. Ah, dear, Jelly's thinking crumbles of stuff, Sonic. I'm sorry, my what do you call it? Because I ate a lot of meat yesterday, my throat's a little bit destroyed. Which means my grumbles are maybe a little bit more low pitched than they'd normally be. My bad, it happens. Fine, it's honestly, if Vile hadn't beat me to two of them, it wouldn't have happened. If Vile had just let me win. Oh dear. Was in pedal hell and you need company, heck yeah. Oh dear, listen, we can enjoy petal hell together. Yes. Oh wait, didn't Unpredictable say they'd put something in the memes and fun stuff? Let's see. Oh my god. Yeah, that is kind of hypnotizing, huh? It looks like the god damn it. That's pretty heckin' cool. Oh, George, is that the case? I'll be honest, I think a couple of people have only just received them. If you're still here, if not, I'll answer them. I'll of course reply after stream. I think a couple of people have only just received them. Like, I think Vile received their hoop. When was it? A week or so ago? And when did Goat receive their hoop? Probably not so far from that. Oh no, I thought Goat received theirs pretty early. I'm not sure. It's been very mixed bag because somebody literally received theirs the day after. And then some people received theirs much, much later. So I'm sorry about that. Unfortunately, I did do it as a first class, but I wasn't able to do tracking, which is assumed because of all of the strikes that have been going on. So I could only hope that it gets to you as soon as possible. Oh dear. We'll leave it a little bit longer because I think I have a feeling that might have been the only one that I sent out in that direction, but if in a couple weeks it still hasn't arrived, I'll see if I can make you another one. You got yours very quickly. Yeah, I got mine like first weekish of November. Really? Was it that long ago? Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought it was... Wait, didn't someone only just receive theirs? Or am I absolutely imagining that? There is a chance I'm imagining that. I thought somebody only got theirs last week. Let me see, do I have... might have been midstream, which would mean that I wouldn't have a whisper of it. Yeah, no, I definitely don't. That's all bots. My whispers are just full of bot beans. Let's check November 12th. Okay. I thought someone received theirs last week, but I'm not sure who it was. Oh dear. Well, I'll keep an eye. If you don't get it in the next couple of weeks, I'll make you another one, Jaws. I'm sorry about that. Oh dear. Yeah, I'd be honest, I probably will blame the post strikes in this particular case because everyone's has been slower than it should have been, except for one person who received theirs the next day. If it gets caught in the strikes, unfortunately, they have been losing a lot of packages, which means, yeah, there is a fair chance, unfortunately, this time that packages do get lost. Normally, I can be pretty confident that that won't happen, but yeah. So, I'll have to do that. Also, Fries, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Ah, dear. Yo! Wait, I swear, Zero, I'm gonna fight you. But a little guy that lives in a blue world, and all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside. Blue his house, with a blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him, and himself, and everybody around. 'Cause he ain't got nobody to listen to. Yeah, I'm blue, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die. I'm blue, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die. Birthday tomorrow! Oh heck yeah! I hope you enjoy your birthday. Oh, that is the people you said, so maybe you need to find a mirror, huh? Nah. It is my prerogative to take it out on the person who points it out and not on myself. You know? Self-love is very important these days. And my way of practicing self-love is if I say or do something that I don't like, I take it out on you. Instead of taking it out on myself, because self-love. Well, dear, heck yeah! Echo, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. You can tell me to check my posture, and you know what? I'm checking it. It's perfect. We're making more petals today. Oh dear. More petals today. Oh dear. Oh! No age chat. It is against the rules. I'm so sorry. We have to be really careful. Certain things have happened. With no age chat. Nuh-uh. But listen, I hope you have a lovely birthday regardless. My self-love manifests as general lack of accountability. Exactly. It's like, listen, you can tell me that I've done something wrong, and then I look at myself and I'm like, oh no, I've done something wrong. Oh God. But then I wait and I'm like, wait a minute, no, I practice self-love. So it's not my fault. It's their fault. It's everyone else. It's not me. And then, yeah, I'm accountable, right? That's how accountability works. It's like you look at it and you're like, do I want to be accountable for this? And if the answer is no, then you just blame someone else. Because that's self-love. Oh dear. Hell yeah. I practice self-love every single stream, especially when my moderators are here. Oh dear. Happy redacted birthday, Fry. Heck yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, it's just, there's a few things that I have seen happening that I'm generally pretty lax with the community. Like, you guys do what you want, but no. Not that. Dear. I always play Stars Bound Planets Alignment. Yeah. The heckin' planet aligned badly, and now I have to take the blame? I don't think so. Get that out of here. Yeah, I understand, yeah. Oh dear. Regardless, are you doing anything fun for your birthday? Are you doing anything happy? Are you having a chill day? Honestly, I feel like I could just do a chill day. as much as birthday stuff sounds good, you know what also sounds good? Just staying in the house. All the petals, so many. Doing absolutely heck all. Amazing. I hope you enjoy it. I was just thinking, like, especially coming up to Christmas. That's kind of what I want. I just want, honestly, I don't know how to put it. It's difficult because, like, there are things I'm doing this week. Everything I'm doing this week, I'm gonna enjoy. Like, I'm really excited for everything that's going on this week. From yesterday going to the fair, to tomorrow going and seeing some friends I haven't seen for a while, and then doing our charity streams, and then having maybe a slightly drunk coffee morning. All of it sounds fantastic. Like, I'm very excited for all of that. But I also, would definitely benefit from a week of doing, like, any responsibility. That sounds pretty good. Oh dear. Oh, maybe cook a bit of food, maybe charge the tires in the car. Hell yeah. You played Minecraft all day on yours? Very nice. I think I did a little stream and then I ate food. Also, Silent, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. A rest day. You see what I mean? Yeah, like, I feel like that's just what I want. Mother Needs said I might come round, but I don't know. So they haven't said yet. Drunk coffee morning. Oh yeah, you thought you had to moderate me normally. Get ready. No, I don't worry. I won't be full on drunk. I'm going to be partaking in a little bit of the alcohols during the coffee morning because I want to show off my meads. I want to show off my meads, and I'm gonna drink them. I'm not gonna put them on the desk. They are for me. But I also have a relatively low tolerance when it comes to alcohol. So we'll see. It should be fun. Ah, dear. Get ready for all of my edgy opinions that I should not have. Like, oh my god. Gonna say all of the banned stuff. Get myself banned off Twitch right after the charity streams. Oh dear. My birthday's in 2 weeks. It's kind of a milestone one, so I should plan something. Hell yeah, I mean, if that's what you want to do, why not? Like, if you want a quiet birthday, I think you should be allowed your quiet birthday. But if you want to go out and have a really nice day, hell yeah. Probably about time to start planning though. Dick Cthulhu, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Oh, you posted it in the live stream chat? Thank you. Actually, good timing because I am in a place where I can hold this right now. Whoa. Whoa. For £5? Oh my god. For £5? Jesus Christ. Excuse me. TikTok is hysterical. Heck yeah. Oh, so sorry for the hick. Yeah, you thought I hicked a lot normally. You wait till I drink alcohols. It is just non-stop hick. You will not be able to keep up. Oh dear. I've posted a video sitting Snowworks apparently is under review. Oh no! Wait, they're reviewing it? What did you say? So tired this weekend, no stream because they spent it all starting hackathon? What's a hackathon, Asylum? Sorry, please enlighten me. That sounds really fun. Who are you gonna hack? You can hack me if you like. I'm happy to put you can come have a look at my documents and files. Oh dear. I found there are only 5,000 of them made. God, hell yeah. Can't share until they've reviewed it. The horrible TRS violates spinning snowflakes. I didn't say anything, I used one of the songs. Oh my god. TikTok knows me way too well. Just start jelly. I got a video that not only had a spider lilies in it, but wings as well. Oh my god. How do you manage that? Jesus. All of mine have just been sparkly things. And just like, I have a sparkly thing. Let me show you my sparkly thing. Oh dear. I'm a simple person. I like sparkles. There we go. Oh dear. Okay. Keep those pinched. We're getting there. We've nearly made 3. The hackathon cover when people come together to learn about coding and programming, not actually hacking. But now it is a weekend where people spend Friday evening until Sunday. Wait, is this the one? Okay, so I watched, I think, what's their name? Lavender Town, the YouTuber. They're like an art YouTuber. They did something similar, but I think specifically making a video game. Is it kind of like that, where everyone gets together, you know, learns a new skill and makes something? Because I'll be honest, I saw that and I was like, now I want to do that. That looks really fun. I mean, I don't think I'd be very good at coding, but like, listen, I want to make a video game. I have none of the skills necessary to do that, but like, I want to, if they're doing it, I want to do it, you know? Okay, I'm gonna have to unwind that completely, god damn it. I don't even know how I get stuck in it like this. Ah, dear. I said very little on TikTok, but I just want to put me into review for everything they post because so many people who do educational things. Okay. Yeah, that's... I understand being safe then. Oh dear, this Titan stuff like it is. I pitched an idea, didn't get chosen, but workshops and networking is so good. 9 AM till 10 PM both days. That sounds really fun. The video games, they normally call them game jams. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of actually. It was a game jam. It was like something that I was completely not familiar with at all before watching that video. But I really like the idea of it. It's like, I guess it's because I'm not really in that community. Like, I make costumes. I make costumes. I definitely don't make video games. You wouldn't play a bit. Oh no, you would. I was about to get needlessly offended there. I was like, why not? Oi. But no, they make like a simple video game over the weekend. And it's like, I don't know. It just seemed really fun. It seemed like a good way of like, learning new skills and immediately putting them into practice. I'm sure if you're someone who's wanting to get into the video game industry as well, it could be really helpful. Oh dear. I don't know, it just seemed like a really fun idea. Maybe we'll do that at some point. just for like silly hecks and giggles, you know? Okay. Oh dear. Yeah, that is what started as. This one is for people with business ideas. They pitch in a room of business people, developers, marketing people, and then they choose the idea picked out to help out with. And we had 12 ideas we worked on all weekend. Oh, wait, that's lovely. Oh, I hope you had a really fun time then. It sounds really fun. It sounds really, really fun. Yeah, TikTok is just waiting for me to say something controversial. Oh dear, honestly I thought that spinning snowflake was actually pretty controversial. that I saw it and I was like, that feels like there's a subliminal messaging in there. If you'd like to learn how to make games, they got some great resources. Oh yeah? What kind of resources? I'll be honest, I don't really have any skills at the moment. I can draw things on Photoshop if they're simple. If they're simple, I can draw them. It'll probably end up being like, I will go on RPG Maker and make it like that because ain't no way I can make a game engine. But I like the idea of it. Google has camps for game development. That's really nice. Oh dear Lord, someone take my wallet away from me. I discovered Cuddle Fleece and it has alpacas on it and there's a rainbow one and a dinosaur one. And yeah, you should get that. That sounds amazing. Why would you not get that feathered? Oh, thank you. Develop games. Oh my god. Putting another sussy link in chat. I see you, Vile. I'm going to say... Okay, there is a lot here. Okay. I'm going to save this for after stream, but I appreciate it. And I see Game Jam. Yeah, that's cute. I like the idea of doing it. Maybe that can be a goal for next year. Just like a silly weekend of like trying to make a video game. Oh dear. Oh, thank you. So I had got it as a tab, but yeah, that's not a bad idea because that way if my frames start tanking, I might have to get rid of it. Oh dear. So I was made by Pirate Software here on Twitch to help making games. Oh, okay. Huh. This is not the chat to ask someone to hold your wallet. Yeah, we are very by the fabric forward here. $10 a meter. That's not too bad, honestly. For cuddle stuff, that's not bad at all. Like, if you want, for reference, when I buy, like, the cuddle stuff for plushie making, it is about 20-something pound a meter, or you can buy it in, like, the squares, which is what I do for about £5 per square. Like, fat quarter, basically. So, yeah, honestly, £10 a meter, that's pretty decent for that. Oh, dear. I just had dinner. Oh my god, it's so hot, George. I did reply to your Discord, but I will reply in writing. I did kind of a stream reply. But basically, the long and short of it is, if you don't receive it in the next couple weeks, let me know. I have a feeling things have slowed down a lot because we've been in strike the majority of November. But if you don't get it in the next couple weeks, let me know and I'll make you another one. Because I don't want you to not receive it and miss out. Yeah. Oh dear. Which channel do you think it'd be best to put it in? Maybe general, maybe live stream chat? Any of them, I believe. That's fine. Daily enables, I do, listen. But like, I'm also not lying, like that's a good price. I am an enabler, but also that's you're getting a good deal there for as far as the price and value goes. Oh dear. There we go. How's your Oh. Jords. I'm sorry. Jords. Oh. Jords. I think I can. You know what? It's fine. I'll just put it in a message after stream. Don't worry. Oh dear. You're all good. You're all good. Gravelabite, no, don't apologize. You're fine. You're fine. I have a feeling we keep missing each other like passing ships. You're all good. Gremlin voice, buy it. Buy it. It's a good price. You won't get cuddle soft that cheap anywhere else. Get it? And it's got dinosaurs on it. Get it? Oh dear. There we are. Wap. Wow, a full-length 1940 house coat in galaxy print color. Why the hell not? That sounds amazing. When I found sites gives a lot of resource examples of games I've used them. Honestly, I remember in university I was like really interested. Like I thought it'd be really fun to try making a game just for fun, like just like a fun extracurricular activity, you know. But I fell out with the person that I was making it with initially, and then I was like, do I want to pick it up on my own? Not really. So I kind of stopped, and I always intended to be like, oh yeah, I'd still really like to give that a go. But then obviously a lot of things take my fancy as things that I'd like to do, and so I never really have any time because I'm always doing the things like other things. But it's like, it's always been on my radar as something that I think would generally be just like kind of a fun little mini project. But then when you actually look at game design, it seems like the furthest thing away from a mini project that you could do. It was like a lifetime project, not a mini project. There you go. Get that around there. And then I think I have got a knot there, but that's fine because I can tie it off before that. And then get that down there. Get that. Oh, did I? Oops. Oopsie doopsie. Get that out there. There you go. And then tie this around here. Yeah. Yes! Bio Software made a game in 24 days. That's really not bad at all. I think if I wanted to do a game, it'd probably end up being like a story-based one is the problem, and then it's going to be long because there's a story. What are you gonna do? There's a story. You need. I'd have to write out the story that I wanted to do first, and that means writing, and I'm not very good at writing. And I had to give it a go at some point, but it was super simple, and it was to learn how to make a game from start to finish. That's really cute, though. I love that as an idea. I'll be really bad at it because I tend to do everything 1,010%, and so it takes forever. Also, first 3 done. Oh dear. I could always just mod Minecraft. You could, or I could, yeah. But there was only, I'll be honest, I don't really use Minecraft mods very often. Like, I'm quite happy with base game Minecraft. I'm just not, I'm not the target audience for mods. I'm a simple bean. I'm like, the base game, it's pretty good. Oh dear. I was sick of this snazzy gown masquerading as daywear, so people don't think I spend my life in pajamas and now be waking up surrounded by galaxy. That sounds really cute though. Doesn't that sound good, Feathered? Well, yeah, besides being inspired to keep working on this idea, I also got a message back from Dark Tide developers with acknowledgement. They'll get me some more images. Oh, of the person I want to That's really cool. Heck yeah. Nice. Very hecking cool. Big hype heavies. I've been meaning to contact someone about this costume for the longest time and I just haven't done it. I've been a lazy bean who forgets everything as soon as stream is over. One day I will remember. Dear. I'm playing one because it has more kinds of blocks to make things with. Yeah, no, it's fair enough. Why not? If you enjoy it, you hecking go for it. If you like story games, go over the one that was used to make Doki Doki Literature Club. That's a very cool game. Obviously, very, very dark. There's a few trigger warnings on it that they do at the beginning of the game before, I think on the Steam page as well, so that, you know, if those are things that are going to be upsetting to look at, you know, you don't have to play it. But it's a very cool game. I do love horror as well. Pack also has new dimensions in it, so you can basically add story, and that's not in the original. Oh, okay. I still don't think I would use Minecraft, personally, but there's nothing against people that do. I think because I really enjoy making art, I would probably want to make most of the art myself. That's the one skill that I bring to making a game, is that I can do art. Not fantastic art, but I can do it. Oh dear. And persistence. I would like to think that I bring persistence to it. Oh dear. Well, at this rate, if we take on too many projects, we're not going to make it in time for TwitchCon. Although, again, I mentioned this before. Oh, actually, there is something I do need to talk about. Sorry, this is completely off topic. I want to make everyone aware of this before it happens, because I don't want... I don't want people to get upset or offended. And it is nothing personal about anyone here. When we do our Christmas Eve stream, we'll be making a new song using clippets of my voice. We've done it a couple times before for Blue and for We Like to Party. The next one is going to be a bit redeem if people want to do it. Reason being, it has to be the whole song that plays, which means it's going to be like a couple of minutes long. And 2, I don't have any more slots for channel point redeems. And so I've had a little look into it. I've weighed up my options, and just based on how long the redeem will be, and also that I don't have an easy space for it in my channel point ones without getting rid of something, it will be a bit redeem. Just because people are going to complain about it. I know people are going to complain about it. I'm sorry, but that is what I have decided to do. I had a good long think about it, a good long chat, and I am not... If you want to play a 2-minute long redeem on my channel, it's going to be bits. It's going to be bits this time. You'll still, of course, have access to Blue and Party, but because I can cut those down to just the chorus and the intro, whereas this one, it doesn't have a chorus or an intro. It just keeps going, so it's very difficult to cut it down. But yeah, there you go. Oh dear. I know there'll be people that will complain about it and say that they can't do it, and that's fine. You know, at the end of the day, I could probably live with this one not being redeemed too often. I'm really looking forward to doing it. I think it's going to be a really fun one to make. I think it's going to be the most upsetting one to listen to. So I'm kind of all right with it if people can't do it. And there is like a part of me that's like, make it like 100 quid so that nobody ever redeems it. And that way I never have to listen to it. Oh dear, but I won't do that. I won't do that. As tempting as it is, that won't happen. But yeah, it will be a bit redeem. Just so that everyone's aware in advance. It is not... It just basically, I don't want to get rid of any of the channel point ones we have, and there's only like... Technically there's only 5 slots and we got 6 because there used to be 6 slots. So, yeah. Oh dear. Is it Bad Out of Hell by Meatloaf? I'm not telling you. It's a secret. It's a secret. That's fair. I've had to tell people that they can't have one with long sound clips for the first one. Yeah. It's like... Yeah. You don't realize how long they are until you're sat in stream being destroyed by your own voice for like 2 minutes straight. They are very long. Oh, well, you can challenge the internet. Someone will redeem it. But then I'll have to thank them a lot because they've given so many bits. I'll have to be like, thank you so much. It's really kind of you. When in reality, they've just tortured me for 2 minutes. Like that's some like sadomasochistic stuff where it's like, yes, the sadist will redeem the thing, and then I have to just sit there and thank them because they've given so many bits, and it's hell. I want to thank someone for torturing me. Oh dear. Yeah, even 20 seconds is longer than you realize. Yeah, like our ones are... Blue is nearly a minute long. We Like to Party is 45 seconds. They feel long, but like obviously that's not the whole song. If it'd been the whole song, this would be a completely different story. It's very long. The other option was to have it as like, if somebody gifted 10 subs or something like that, have it as like that. But again, I don't want it to be that secretive on the channel. Plus, I want to get to the point eventually. This is a really stupid goal, but this is one of my New Year's resolutions. I've already started it, but it's one of my New Year's resolutions to have a different sound on every bit alert up to 100. And I'm not going to tell people what they are, but that way the bit alerts up to 100 will be like a keyboard, like one of the DJ keyboards. Oh dear. But it means I need to find enough sounds that I like that I can do up to 100. You wanted to do that too. It's a fun goal, right? Listen, we can both have the same New Year's resolution to do different sounds up to 100 bits. It might be a little bit more difficult for you, Vile, because you've got certain sounds already at under 100 bits. Would you just move them around a little bit so that they were a specific one? Because if you cheer like 5 bits on your channel, that's like 10 different farts. But then I guess you'd also have the head start because you've already found sound alerts that you could like, that you could do at different ones. But yeah, that is a goal. The goal is the goal is to do all of that next year. But again, it means I have to find enough things that'll go up to 100 that can just be like relatively quick sounds. The screaming is going to remain. I'm keeping the screaming for now. But yeah, nice. Yeah, it's a fun goal. Oh dear. But yeah, I'm not gonna tell anyone what they are. They're gonna be secret until you find them yourself. I won't tell anyone when I've added one. I'll just be secretly working behind the scenes on it. I mean, that's how it's been going already, but again, like, I've only done, I think, 1 or 2 so far, and people have already discovered them, so. But it's because I did obvious numbers, I think. Yeah. TTS is already at anything over a certain amount. I could just make it be at one amount only so it doesn't overlap with the other sound alerts. That's actually very smart. You only get text-to-speech if you do 36 bits. 36 bits is text-to-speech. Everything else, Oh dear. I just figured it'd be fun because we don't have text-to-speech till over 100 just to avoid certain scenarios that I have seen. I preemptively did it. We don't have such a big community so far that I'd worry about it, but it's like one of those things people put, you can make it sound like text-to-speech is saying certain words that you wouldn't want it to say without typing those words in, and like, yeah, that's what I've wanted to avoid. That's always the fear with text-to-speech, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's why mine's at 100. It's because most people won't bother doing it if they have to pay £1, basically, they won't do it. But 1 bit, now that, yeah, that's great. I can do 1 bit. Oh dear. Oh. Wow. I will update this in a minute, by the way, but I want to get 3 done so that I can hit the 300. I haven't had that issue yet, but I still get gulping and printing sounds. Yeah, we get the like, my helicopter goes whip, 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 whip. Thanks. Oh dear. People out there ruining bits to TTS for the rest of us. Yeah, unfortunately that is, yeah. It's like, there's a few people who do nasty things on Twitch and then it ruins it for everyone else. It's a shame, but it is what it is. It is better to be safe most of the time. Ah, dear. Oh, also, again, I'm gonna mention this and keep mentioning it because I know there'll be different people here each stream. But on Thursday and Friday this week, we are doing some charity streams. We do them every year. They are the Streaming for Starlight charity streams. The Starlight Foundation is a charity which goes from hospital to hospital to hospital, delivering toys, crafts, activities for kids who are normally seriously ill and have to spend a fair amount of time in hospital. I always take part in the Christmas one because, I'll be honest, there is no time of the year in my mind that is worse, other than maybe your birthday, to have to spend in hospital than Christmas. It can be a big strain for families in general because, of course, they're having to split Christmas to the hospital and back. Visiting hours mean that family can't spend the whole day with each other. And then depending on how sick the child is, they might not be able to do very much at all. The Starlight Foundation goes around delivering things that kids can do while they're stuck in bed, if they can move around, extra activities that they can do and things like that, and they keep it age appropriate. So what might be useful for a 2 or 3 year old is not going to be very fun for a 16-year-old, and if you're under 18 you are classed as pediatrics. So they deliver age appropriate games, toys and crafts to keep kids occupied and give them like a really, really nice Christmas. Our goal this year is, I believe, $200, because $200, if memory serves, I believe is one of their custom radios. Let's see, double check. I think that's what it was. Yeah, oh no, it was the red wagon is what we want to. So it's like a transportation throughout the hospital. So you get like a really fun wagon for kids to go around in. That's what it was. We're going to be aiming to raise $200 to hopefully afford one red wagon for a kid in hospital to muck around in. That's the goal. Of course, any donations make a really big difference. You know, you can get crafts, you can get art supplies in much cheaper. They have got their own radio stations now that they can play and kids can tune into from their beds, you know, stuff like that. They're doing lots and lots of things, and again, keeping everyone in mind, the fact that everyone's needs are quite different, what people are physically able to do is quite different, and they do a bit of everything. And the nice thing as well is, if you're taking part through the 12 Days of Starlight, you can actually see what your donation does. So if you donate $25, for instance, that's a whole supply of books for hospitalized kids. $35 funds a Starlight Interactive hospital gown. Oh yeah, these are really fun. So again, a lot of kids can't do as much as others. The hospital gowns, they just are a lot more fun and kid friendly. I've had to wear a hospital gown many times, and they are kind of embarrassing to wear because they've got big slits up them, so you can't move around that much. And also they smell like hospital and they're green. And, you know, again, I know it's not meant to be fun, but kids can't help it if they're that sick, and I don't feel like they should be punished by having to wear really gross papery clothing and stuff like that just because that's what the hospital can afford. So yes, they have the really cute hospital gowns for kids. If you donate $50, that is just a straight delivery of toys, like you've just delivered a bunch of toys to kids. If you do $75, that is a donation of arts and crafts supplies, so like basically a craft day for the hospital. And then the $200, which is what our goal is the custom wagons for the kids to run around in. So yeah, it's really cool. We're going to be doing that Thursday and Friday this week. We're going to be making Pokemon themed baubles because I wanted to keep it relatively kid friendly. So we're doing them as simple enough that a kid could, especially again a slightly older kid, could definitely take part and do that if they wanted to. All they would need is some felt, some sequins and needle and thread, and you could absolutely make it. And I think I wanted to aim my activities what I was doing at a slightly older kid, because when I had to spend the most time in hospital was like between the ages of like 12 to 16. So I was still classified as pediatrics, but I was always one of the oldest people on the wards. And again, like there's never anything there for kids of that age to do. Not at least in the British hospitals. You're still in pediatrics, but there could be a toddler in the bed next to you. Like, it shouldn't be like that, but with bed shortages and stuff like that, that is how it can be. And yeah, that's who I wanted to aim my ones at. Ah, dear, you're very good at presenting. Oh, bless you. It's easy if you're passionate about the charity, I think. It can be a little difficult to talk about certain things when they're really close to home, but like, if you care about what they're doing, it's normally quite easy to talk about it, because it's like, I can absolutely see how this would have affected me positively when I was in hospital. Like, I had Peppa Pig on blast the entire week that I was there once, with nothing else, because everyone else was like under 5 and I was there like 13 or something, and I didn't watch Peppa Pig, and there was nothing else to distract me. They had no radios. I did wear my own pajamas, which was nice, but I was nil by mouth most of the time, and like I had like tube stuff, and yeah, it was very, very boring and very, very scary. I think, because this is the thing, you think of it being scary when you think kids, you think under 10s normally, but it's still really, really scary when you're a teenager too. You're still having to spend large amounts of time on your own, having often painful and uncomfortable tests done, and it's still really, really scary when you're a teenager. And again, anyone under the age of 18, you're pediatrics, and you could be put with a lot of other kids with toys that don't really, they're not really fun for you. And what they do is they bring in craft activities, they do stuff for kids of all ages, so that there is something for them to do in hospital, especially over the holidays. Like, you don't want to be there at Christmas as a kid. I know I felt like a massive burden when I was in hospital near Christmas as a kid, because I was old enough to understand like how difficult it was for my parents to come see me, and that, you know, and not that my parents made, like, they would come as often as they could, but like, I was out of the way, and you know, I wasn't getting any better, and it's like this big pressure to like improve, even though there's, when you're like that, there's nothing you can actually do. Oh god. Danny, welcome on in. Thank you for the and the 25 bits. I hope you're doing well. I'm thinking of running a Fortnite blast on stream for fun for the charity stream size. That would be really, really good. I know that they've been getting more games like that in for kids in hospitals as well, more up-to-date games. What we had was like a really big, like almost arcade style game in this like kind of container, and it only worked sometimes. So I know they've been getting more modern games in for kids, again, for slightly older kids as well, or even slightly younger kids. Honestly, Fortnite's a really good one. That'd be such a fun one. Bed shortages are front row in all places. Yeah, and this is the thing, you might think kids will be put with similar age kids, but like, this was 15 years ago and that was impossible, let alone now when there's even bigger problems with bed shortages. I was just in a hallway half the time, I swear, where I was like waiting to find a ward that I could get on because I was too sick to go home, but like also there was just no space for me. So it's very difficult. And again, it just adds to like, the nurses and doctors I had were all really sweet and really reassuring, but you know when you're a teenager, like, you know you're sick enough that you're not allowed to leave hospital, and you know that like, they haven't got space for you, and it's really scary. Again, I was quite a shy child, so I'd feel terrible the whole time. Oh, you're going to sleep, take care, predictable, get some good Z's. And true, it is still scary as an adult. I was there for a week at the age of 12, and it's scary. And like, nobody thinks of, I think, teenagers or like preteens as people who would also benefit from this kind of stuff, but like, they absolutely do. Again, I did origami for literally a whole week, and my family would just be bringing me more paper because there was nothing there that I would have been able to do. I didn't have a good phone. I had like a little flip phone with Snake on it. So all I could do was like message my friends and tell them that I was doing all right. And that was about it. And wait for the next test. I didn't even have food to wait for most of the time, and I couldn't leave my bed. And it was incredibly, incredibly boring. It's like a mixture of being really, really boring and really, really scary. Which is not a fun mixture for anyone. And you're right, yeah, hospital is scary as an adult, let alone when you're a kid and you have very little experience of any of the stuff going on there. And I'll be honest, my brain always just jumps to the worst possible scenario, or it did. It's a bit better now, but like when I was a kid, I'd just be like, well, this is where I die, I guess. Become very defeatist very quickly. And I think some distraction would really have helped me with that. And again, I don't blame the hospitals, I don't blame the doctors or nurses that I had at the time, but I do really like that Starlight is a charity that has specifically taken up that role of like, we're helping this group of people, and they do fantastic. Every year they do fantastic. And I should say as well, they do it all year round. They don't just do it near Christmas. I just personally only take part in the Christmas campaign most of the time. Yeah. But they do of course deliver stuff to kids all year round. It's not just Christmas. Tarvin had a 5-year-old the same ward as me. Yeah, this is the thing, is like, I guess because in movies everyone's with people that have similar illnesses or similar age or stuff like that. In reality, it's like you might be in the hallway, and like I had I don't know what I would necessarily call it. I had a procedure on the ward with like 5 other kids watching, and like again, it wasn't like there was a curtain up, but you could definitely hear me screaming my head off, and like I. In hindsight, do feel pretty bad because that was probably quite terrifying for all of the other kids on the ward, but it was excruciatingly painful. And like, I was screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming until it was finished. And it was very messy. There was quite a fair amount of blood, and I was no anesthetics, no numbing the entire time because they had to do it quickly. And yeah, that could be happening next to you. And like when you're a kid and you hear the person that you've been looking at the last couple of days next door screaming, you have the curtain removed to see they're covered in their own blood. Like, that's terrifying. And like, you know, what happened to me was actually very safe. Like, it had to happen. It just happened to be messy and painful, right? But yeah, it's really scary. Really, really scary. It was scary for me, obviously, as a person that had it happen, but like seeing the eyes of everybody else on the ward, first of all, I was very embarrassed. but also, like, yeah, it's absolutely terrifying. There is very little privacy, honestly, and it makes, you know, I'm not going to say hospitals are meant to be a really fun place, but again, it's not a kid's fault that they end up there. And so having as much as possible to make it easier, I think is very, very important. Because as adults, you know, you might have your laptop, you might have a games console you can bring with you, you can bring your own entertainment to an extent. But as a kid, it's kind of just up to what's there already. Especially if you're someone who maybe comes from a lower income family where there isn't as much stuff you can bring. Oh dear. It's difficult. It's definitely difficult. But again, this is why the Starlight Foundation is so good. They do predominantly, I should say, work in America. I know that I'm a British streamer. They have my full 100% support regardless of that. I would love to see more stuff coming over to the UK. We do have some stuff here. Like we have, I know in Wales we have some specific, like superhero days and stuff like that, where like people will go dress up and they'll visit the hospitals as superheroes. And they'll go spend the day with the kids, and they do that nearly every single day. They just go from hospital to hospital kind of thing. That's one that we have here. But yeah, I love taking part with the Starlight Foundation. I think they're fantastic. But yeah, we're going to be doing that Thursday, Friday this week. I will of course talk more about it during those streams, just so that anyone coming in from other streams and stuff like that is aware of what we're doing. And yeah, I really hope everyone enjoys them. They're different from what we normally do, but I really enjoy those streams. And it's really nice as well with the Starlight Foundation. It's one of those charities where you immediately see the positive impact like your guys' donations can do, like because those donations will go through, and probably I wouldn't be surprised if they do affect this year's Christmas for those kids. So it's like it's instantly rewarding, in my opinion. Not that, obviously, like, we do stuff for breast cancer awareness and stuff like that. Not that can't be instantly helpful, but you tend not to see the results of that straight away, especially when it's for cancer research and stuff like that. Whereas this one, you will see the results of it immediately. As soon as the campaign is over, like as soon as the 12 Days of Starlight is over, they'll get on delivering. And most of the time, I think last year, yeah, we had pictures of all the kids playing with their Christmas stuff. I think I got that in January, but they had it by Christmas over in America. It's lovely. It's really, really nice. That's why I recommend so much to other streamers. Like, if you have an interest as well in taking part in charity streams, like, that's a really good one to give a go to. First of all, it's a very well organized. The charity itself is very, very involved. In this particular one, like, the Starlight Foundation is incredibly involved with streamers. So they have a very tight ship. They know who helps them out a lot, and they help us to help them, if that makes sense. So they are very, very experienced when it comes to these large events. So like, you know, if it's your first charity stream, you'll be very, very well looked after. And then also they do lots of nice bonuses for the streamers that take part. Like, I know myself and Vile have just received little bundles from them for taking part this year. And we received them, luckily, before we managed to take part, which, again, in America it's a bit easier, but because obviously we have all the postal strikes and stuff, I really didn't think we were going to get it here before the stream started. But we have! We got our little bundles, And so we have our stuff to take part. And last year after, I didn't read it on stream because it makes me too emotional to read that kind of stuff. And like, I'm not going to read something that I know 100% will make me cry on stream. Like, if it happens to have the effect, that's one thing. But if I know, I'm not doing it. I ain't doing it. But they did send letters from the kids. We got to meet some of the kids that our streams helped. And it was really, really nice. Really, really nice. I'm really hoping they do something similar this year, because that was probably one of the most rewarding experiences I've ever had as a Twitch streamer, was like seeing the kids enjoying their toys after we did our streams. I wish I could have shared the whole letter with you, but it just makes me too emotional every time. I cry. Dear Ro, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. I'm really happy my community was so interested to take part in this charity on such short notice. I think a lot of people can relate. Not necessarily that every kid has to spend a lot of time in hospital, but like relate with the idea that, you know, hospitals are scary, and it makes sense that hospitals would be even scarier for kids. And like, if you could provide like a small amount of relief, that it can have a really, really big positive impact. I think a lot of, you know what, I don't think most people enjoy going to hospitals. I don't think even people that like work at hospitals enjoy going to hospitals. I think it's pretty easy to relate with that kind of, you know, environment being unpleasant and wanting to help out some young people. Yeah. Plus, Val has you have a very charity forward community. I'll be honest, it doesn't maybe surprise me so much that they'd want to take part. Oh dear, but yeah, if you're a newer streamer, I would definitely recommend. If you want to get into charity streams but you're too nervous to start one on your own, have a little look at Starlight. They do streams throughout the entire year as well, so like, you know, you haven't missed your chance by not doing this one. They'll be doing one, I think normally the next one's around March time, and they're really, really big campaigns. It's a really good chance to also meet a lot of other streamers who have similar values to you, who also care a lot about charity. So that's, you know, that's really nice too. And also, yeah, because it is, again, the charity is very, very much involved in these live streaming events. You kind of, I don't know, it's just really nice. You feel very up to date, involved, and aware of what's going on. And they send you little goodies sometimes, which can be very, very emotional, but also really, really sweet. Ah, dear. Yeah, I know last year after I took part, I had a few people reach out and, you know, be like, how do you get into this? How do you do this? And I was like, I share it this year. So I checked with them that they were okay with me sharing it all. And they were. They were like, yeah, bring in any more streamers. We'll take anyone. Like, hell yeah. This is the thing as well. It really doesn't matter on the size of your channel. People sometimes will be like, it will be their first ever stream, and that will be them streaming for Starlight. So it's like, really doesn't matter if it is your first ever stream or if you've been streaming for like 10 years. If you're like a massive partner, one of the biggest streamers on the platform, we want you to. We want everyone. And it's really, really nice. Also, we're specifically on this channel taking part as part of the Happles group, which is kind of like a group of not just crafters, but like lots of different people on Twitch. There's like a real mixture of people in there. I've taken part with Happles the last couple years as well, because I like Black Apple a lot and I always want to support their campaigns. So I'll be taking part as part of the Happles group again, which means that we also have group goals as well as like individual goals and an overall goal. We have like the Happles group goals, as well as we'll specifically be raiding into other people for the most part who are taking part in the Happles group, because there's like 50 streamers. There's like 50 streamers in this group, so it's a really good opportunity to meet some new streamers and stuff like that, and send love to people who are, you know, raising money for the same thing that we are. It keeps the vibe going, so we'll be doing that for the first, definitely for the Thursday and the Friday, but potentially going forward as well. Just, you know, continue that love. That way, if people do miss the charity streams, I can raid them into some other people doing them. Because because when you take part, you have like a list of everybody. I can just like zoom through and be like, who's live? Okay, we'll go into them since they are streaming today for that. Oh dear. There we go. I think it should be a really good time. It's always been a really good time in the past. I would have loved to be involved, but it stressed me out so badly. I really want to help, but it wasn't good for me because of the stress. So this year I'm donating prizes. Oh, bless you. Yeah, again, like, the other thing is, obviously, I say means, but I say that would include your mental health as well. To not go beyond your means, like, I think that's very important. Just because you want to help out doesn't mean you can do the same amount as some other streamers. Like, I'm only doing a couple of sticker giveaways because this year that is what I can afford to do as far as postage goes and stuff like that. That is what I can afford. But you know, and that's fine. And even if you did not a single giveaway at all, and you just talked a little bit about what the Starlight Foundation do, and that's fine. It's got to be like what you're comfortable with. Or in your case, what you're doing is just donating a couple of gifts and having that in it. I think that's just fine. Oh dear. Right, I need to do one more and then I'll update it. I refrained from streaming this year because they contacted me right after the Boo passed, and they were super understanding about wanting to participate. Yeah, oh no, they're very sweet beans. I do like that they reach out to streamers who have taken up part before. I think that's just a really nice thing to do. But yeah, they've always been very, very sweet and very understanding. Oh, right. Do I want some more tea? I want a little bit more tea. I'm gonna drink some of my lovely, lovely warm tea. Yeah, it's gotta be within your means. And again, I liked putting it out this year so that other people that from my community could give it a go if they wanted to. And you know, Val and Shifty are both doing their own streams. They're not doing it as part of Happel's group. They're doing it as individuals this year, but they're both taking part too. But there'll be other people who are like, I like the idea, maybe next year, and like that's fine too. Oh dear. Or if, you know, if it's not something you want to do at all, that is also fine. Oh dear. At the end of the day, especially when it comes to charity streams, it has to be, I think, something that you want to do, because otherwise you probably won't do a very fun stream. Oh dear. Oh dear. Promise to still invite me next time. Heck yeah, I'm going for the 200 goal as well. I think the 200 is a really good one because you can see what that will exactly go to. If you do the $200 goal, then that is one whole wagon. And if you raise any more, then that's all a bonus. That's a wagon and then some, you know? Ah, dear. I think that's really nice. I'm glad they've got that as part of their Tiltify now as well, so like people can see it when they're donating, like what those donations go towards. Oh dear. I think it's very, very sweet and very nice. I like it a lot. Excuse me. Oh dear. Go. Now we'll get this one done and then I'll update. Oh dear. Oh my god. Whoa. Why did that not show up? But we're gonna have a delayed one. Beware Stitch. We're gonna have a random horn later. Welcome on in though. I hope you're doing well and thank you so much for the 5 months. That's very heckin' kind of you. You're alright, a decent streamer. Honestly, I feel like that's nicer than what half my chat would say, and I will absolutely take it. Thank you so much. Oh, bless you. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry that it didn't go immediately. I'm now just waiting for like a sneaky horn that's gonna come later and it's gonna scare me. Oh dear. Oh, did I hick twice? God damn it. We have these hicks under control. Oh. There we go. Oh, we're just wrapping more flowers today, but we're talking a little bit about the Starlight Foundation because we are doing a couple of charity streams for them this year. Double hick, god damn it. Heck, so much hick. Yeah, we're going to be doing a couple of charity streams later this week. We have a full week of really fun stuff. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. Just tell with admin for wife store usual stuff. Ah, I hope that goes quickly then. I hope you managed to get all of the admin done super fast. Sounds like a good cause. I love them so much. They're the charity that deliver toys, games, activities to seriously ill kids in hospital. They also this year they've got special hospital gowns being made for the kids so that they have something a bit funner to wear. They have making wagons for kids to be wheeled around in that are a bit more fun than wheelchairs. They have their own radio now so that you can plug that in at your bedside. Say you can't leave bed, but then you can at least listen to some tunes and yeah, all that kind of stuff. Oh, it reminded me that I needed to make the stuff for Bots and Charity event. Yeah, it's sneaking up. Wait, what days are you streaming for it, Vile? Have you got any like specific days in mind? I think Shifty's doing this Saturday. I'm doing Thursday, Friday. You're really... Oh yeah, you were going to bed. I forgot. Unpredictable. Get some good sleep. Again, thank you so much for the raid earlier. But yeah, look after yourself. Get some good Z's. Oh dear. The weekend and the next. Oh, okay. So you're doing both weekends. Very nice. Yeah, I couldn't commit to the weekends because you just never quite know if the electrician is coming over. And I was like, I'd really like to stream at the weekend, but I'm also just never 100% sure what I can do. Oh, you got me DM? Oh my god, I got the feathered DM. I got the feathered DM. None of you got that. I got that. Oh, I might have to respond to this after the stream. That's a bit more. Oh. That's really kind of you. But I would say if you're doing that, just because that's actually really, really nice, would maybe you do that giveaway for the Happles group in general? So like, if you speak to Blapple or Jaina about it, they have group goals as well. That feels like it's too nice for my slightly smaller streams. It feels like you should have that as a group goal one. Because yeah, it's too nice! That's too nice for one stream! What have you pinned? If you stop being interested stream, I'd sleep more. No, you can't pin that! Get rid of it. No. Then people are gonna come and expect me to be interesting. Oh, now I've deleted your message. I'm so sorry, I'm predictable. Oh dear. Eartha normal stream is part of the event. That's fair. Also, Petra, welcome on in. Please ignore me deleting someone's messages. They didn't deserve that. I'm sorry. I wanted to delete the pin, but I wasn't sure how, so I just deleted the comments. I can't let people assume that this is going to be an interesting stream. That's not allowed. I keep getting deleted in this chat. We should put a mod message next time, predictable, you know. They've been uploading some iffy stuff on TikTok from what I hear as well. Like, it keeps getting, like, you know, having to go for moderation. I don't know, it seems pretty sus to me. Over to the Genshin Impact Violin face of that group. So this was for yours. Oh, Feather, that's really sweet. Heck. I'll talk to you about it after stream. I just feel like that's too nice because I'm only doing 2 small streams. Where there are other people who I know are doing like streams every single day. I'm like, those people. Oh dear. Whereas I can only commit to 2. I was promised snacks. We should be crafting on hot tubs. That's a Twitch niche right there. Well, we've talked about it before, but we'd be a little concerned because a lot of the stuff that I use can't get wet. Like these can't get wet. They've got paper in them. So if they get wet, they'll start disintegrating. And so it'd be like really high risk crafting if I was to do it in a hot tub. Because if my stuff gets even a little bit wet, I have to start again. It's totally up to you. Oh no, thank you, Feathered. I'm doing math right now. I started thinking, realized I wanted to proudly raid Hot Topic for some stuff. Realized there was no Hot Topic in Hungary. Thought about the fact that I have a vacay to Dubai. Oh, you have a vacay coming up? Oh, lovely. I hope you really enjoy your holiday. Heck yeah. Honestly, I could do with a vacay too. DIY everything. Hell yeah, why not? You'll learn some interesting skills by making it yourself. Oh dear. I threatened to do an art lesson with those shower crayons in a hot tub. You should, wait, why is that a threat? That sounds fantastic, do it. You have my full support for your hot tub streaming. Oh dear, you know one of our mods, Shifty Bluke, was once one of the top streamers in the hot tub and pool section. In fact, I think that might have been their biggest stream. Oh dear. They were once one of the biggest streamers in the hot tub and pools section. You could see them in like the top row. It was very, very funny. Oh, thank you for all the shifties in the hot tubs. I'd watch that. I'd watch it too. Heck yeah. Oh dear. One day maybe I'll do a hot tub stream, but no time soon. And I think I just can't think of where I could do it because I can't do it in the craft room. Like that's not happening. Where the hell else would I put like a little paddling pool style thing? I don't know. I can't imagine doing it in the garden. That's a very open space. People would just be walking around behind me. Oh dear. What about a mermaid hot tub jello wrestling stream? Again, I don't know where threatening is coming from. This sounds fantastic. Why would you? That sounds amazing. Only if I get 10k subs. Oh, wait, can you lower that a little bit? How about 1 sub? Please. Lower that down a little bit and listen. I don't think it's a threat. I think it's like a promise. Maybe it's a threat to you. I don't know. I don't feel threatened. Yeah, I don't feel threatened by that at all. Oh, I'm realizing the hot tub art stream for like 500 subs. You should have that as a goal on your stream. Just put that as one of your stream goals. Like, not because you ever necessarily, like, you know, you're not imagining to get it immediately, but because if the right person comes along, you might hit that in just a day or two. Give us the tub content, exactly. Listen, put it as like a stream goal, and I feel like if the right person comes along and sees that, they'll be like, hell yeah, I want to see that also, because it's not really a threat. And then hey, we all get what we want. Oh dear. You know some mermaids? Heck yeah. You know what our chats are like. Whatever you do, don't mention it. No! Okay, if Unpredictable's not gonna mention it, then everybody else has to mention it. Listen, if this is now everyone else's in Unpredictable community's job. Go into Brush's stream and other people's stream and just, you know, like, mention. Oh yeah, Unpredictable had this really funny thing going on their stream. They said if they hit 500 subs, they'd do an art stream in a hot tub with mermaids. Like, I don't know, lol, very funny. I'd love to see that, haha. No, maybe don't. I don't know if that'd be too self-promotion-y, and I don't want to, like, I don't want to upset Brush and their community. But, like, oh, oh dear. No, the mermaids are 10k because I need to pay. Oh, yes, true. That's very true. You would need to pay your mermaids. Oh dear. Oh, you're watching Brother Bear? Lovely. Welcome on in, Teresa. I hope you're doing well. They require cash. Yeah, I've heard mermaids require cash. It's an important part of hiring your mermaid. All right. $500 though for the 500 subs for the hot tub stream. I think. Listen, just mention it around in a few places. You've mentioned it here, and mentioned it in a couple of other places. Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know what? I wouldn't expect mermaids to come for free either. Very important. Oh dear. I am actually just gonna kick my stream elements up the butt really quickly, because my stream elements is being a bit of a butt right now, if I had to say. Let me just give that a bit of a boot. A little bit of a boot. Yeah, it's weird. My stream element says that I've only streamed one day this month, and that was on the 22nd. And I don't know. Trying to repeat that one, but it's still not working. If it's this? Why won't it work? I'm not sure. Oh, I have red around. Oh, it's because I'm live. There's like red on my name. They require water too. True. Or I could make you a tail to wear, just saying. A feathered tail. Oh my god. A stand by moments if someone comes up with 10k subs too. They are numbers I'll stand by. That's yeah, but it's no. Can we go down from 10k to maybe like 1,000? Maybe. Can I haggle you down? Because 10k is gonna be ages away, but 1,000, that seems more manageable. Can I haggle you down to 1,000? I want to see this. Oh dear. If you make me a tail, I'll do a mermaid stream as me. Not a hot tub or bath like the movie Splash. No, it's like for the, yeah, well, I guess kind of. It's for the mermaids, but it's for Unpredictable stream. I can't put a hot tub anywhere in this house. I won't be able to hire any other mermaids, but I'd 100 do the mermaid as me stream. Okay. Each mermaid tail costs 1,000 to get in the hot tub. But if $2.50, if you had 1,000, you'd have 2,500. No, wait. Yeah, right? You have $2,500. That's 2 mermaids! Are your knees okay? They're fine, thank you. Suddenly wanted to have that mermaid tail she made a few years back. Wait, have you made mermaid tails before? What's a croak? Oh dear. Oh dear. I've done. You also need to pay taxes and oh, you need to buy the hot tub. Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm gonna have to probably take a break in a second. I mentioned earlier, but my throat is kind of destroyed because I ate some things I wasn't meant to, but it was 100% worth it. But now I'm a little bit raspy because of it. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to take a break in just a second to like grab something and gargle it. Just to like help get some stuff out of my throat. Sorry. Apologies, I did do this to myself. I don't deserve any sympathy for this. I knew what was going to happen as soon as I ate that. It was worth it, it was delicious. But damn. Oh dear. There we go. The friend with the hot tub is only one person hot tub, so it's only good for the arts. Oh, I see. I see. Oh dear. How was the craft fair? It was really, really good, thank you. I had a really lovely time. Ah, dear. I was thinking I was gonna fit the whole club with Jello. You're gonna fill it with me? Oh my god. I didn't realize I was part of this stream, heck. Oh dear. I don't know if I can fill a whole hot tub, but I can do my best. Jello costs money, you're right. Incredibly expensive. There was a big craft fair, huge. I would expect that it's one of the biggest ones in Wales. It took 3 hours to walk around the whole thing without doing it, like just walking, without stopping. 3 hours. It's huge, absolutely massive. I had thousands of stalls, literally. It was so good though. We're emptying out the garage this month. I would look to see if the tail is still there, but it's yours. You're totally motivated just for this stream now. Yes, I'm gonna fill the tub. Like you get like you just see unpredictable, but then if you move the camera and tilt it into the tub, you just see me in there like, hi, I'm here too. Oh dear. I had to buy a ticket for jelly. Well, you said that the jelly was important, so I have to be there. I'm considerably larger than you. Yeah, but don't they normally have like flexi at the top? I don't remember, honestly. I've never worn a mermaid tail myself. I know a couple of mermaids, but it's never been one that I'm super interested in doing. I really like watching other people do it, but like, I can't hold my breath for very long, and like being underwater kind of makes me nervous. So I can't imagine me being very good at it. Also, if I go too deep, my ears start popping and it hurts. Thank you for the hick. I'm 22 inch. I have a 47-inch waist. Okay. There are limits to stretchy fabric. Tell the one size fit all people that. Oh dear, they're like one size fit all. This will fit an XXS to an XXXL. And I was like, will it now? I don't know if I could even fit my leg in these half the time. I'm a small bean. Oh dear, double hick. God damn it. Lycra is a wonderful fabric. But is it that wonderful? I'll be honest as well, the one size fit all, even if they're really, really stretchy, sometimes when they're unstretched, don't look that good on like an XS or an XXS. Like, yeah, it looks like kind of gathered and weird because, yeah. And then when you get to like the XXLs, it's like now it's see-through. Now it's see-through. So like technically you can fit it on, but it only still looks good on a couple of sizes. And on one person it'll be a tent and the other will be like an ankle bracelet. Yeah, it's like, it's one size fit all kind of gets me. One size does not fit all. Sometimes one size fit all is too big if you're too thin and small if you're baggy. And this is the thing, sometimes it does technically fit on everyone, it just doesn't look good on some people because it's like see-through or really, really baggy. So like, I guess they're not wrong, but like, if you're gonna make it only look good for like specific sizes, why not just only sell it to those specific sizes? Because otherwise you give certain people false hope that it's gonna look good on them when in reality it's gonna be baggy or see-through. Oh dear. Lycra is a pain, but like it's one of those ones where there are some tips and tricks you can use to get around it. Like if you go on YouTube and just put like how to sew Lycra, you'll find lots of them. So that there are things that can make it easier, because otherwise, yes, it is a pain in the ass fabric to sew with. Ah dear, one size will contain all, your image may vary. Yeah, exactly. It's like just because you can fit into something doesn't mean it's going to look good on you. I think as well it takes out of account that like body types do vary quite a lot. from like dress size to dress size. I get this with t-shirts a lot because I have very, very small rib cage. So like by rib cage standards, I'm like a size 4, which I think is an American size 0, but not anywhere else. Just by like up here, like if you take away all of the fat deposits, a size 0. But then if you put on all the fat deposits, it's like no. So either like it will be really baggy on my stomach or incredibly tight on the tits, and there is no way around that. That is because if you're a size 0, you don't have booba. Size 0s don't have booba. Are you kidding me? No. And like at the larger sizes as well, they'll expect you to have like ginormous tits. Not everyone who is a size XXXL has ginormous tits. Sizes vary a lot, and I think the one size fit always like, it's a gimmick really for selling, but like it doesn't often look good on a large array of body types. Booba, yeah, I know, crazy. The idea that I'm so used to this though, in that like they assume if you're small that you won't have booba, but it's like everyone's fat goes differently on their body, right? Some people's fat goes directly to the ass and thighs. Some people's fat goes to the stomach. Some people's fat will even go to their face. It's different. Everyone's different. You know. Oh dear. That's why a lot of my turtlenecks are very, very tight, because like either they're really baggy and like when it's meant to be like a stretchy fabric that doesn't look very good, or they're very tight in a couple of specific areas. And there's nothing I can do about that. Other than I guess not wearing turtlenecks. But I love turtlenecks. I love turtlenecks so much. They are my vibe. I've always enjoyed turtlenecks. I've enjoyed turtlenecks since I was a wee lass. Oh dear. Release the boobs. Grab it. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. How much is hips or butt will change shape? So many shirts will fit my chest and barely. They'll not go around my hips. Yeah. Oh dear. I know someone who is plus size with no boobs, and also someone who is not massive, but they're the size 8 and they're the same bust size. Yeah, which again, it's like, and also like at different ages that can change as well. Like there are a lot of women who go through menopause and their tits grow like 5 sizes. And then they're like, well, what do I do? Because I've not got any bigger. It's just the boobs. It's like, I used to talk to a lot of women who were going through menopause, just because it's kind of the age a lot of people will start getting scanned for breast cancer, so they're more likely to find something. And it's like, so you meet a lot of women around that age. And yeah, like a lot of people had the issue of like, I've gained a bit of weight and it's all gone completely to my tits. And now none of my shirts fit right and everything looks like a tent on me, or it doesn't fit over them, and I'm like, what do I do? And that is honestly my biggest fear now. Yeah, it's like going through menopause and now and having my tits grow 5 more sizes. Of course the opposite can happen as well. You can have the fat from your tits distribute to the rest of your body more, so your tits actually will shrink. But yeah, and also nothing could happen at all. You could look exactly the same before and after menopause. Everyone's different, but pain in the ass. We lass, is this akin to ass woman? It is. We ass. Mine goes on despite my best intention. Oh dear, like pants and me, short legs. Me and you, Vile, I'm pretty sure me and you, Vile, have like exactly the same proportions, except that I am a woman. Like we are the same height, we both have really long bodies and really short legs. Like, are we just the same person? Is that us? We're not that short. I have really long torso and slim as a stick, so I have to buy like a medium and then alter them. Yeah, that's the other thing, is like they assume your height goes up. It's like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm a little old to be growing. Val, do you need custom made pants? Because we could do this. Or, I mean, for me, it's just taking them up at the bottom every time. Just always taking them up. Oh, dear. Button-up shirts, they either look like sacks or like a... Yeah! I love button-up shirts so much, but there is no way of me making them look good. Either I am a tent lady, or I have like the diamonds, where it's like... Because my buttons are straining. And it's like, listen, it's a look, but it's not my look. Oh dear, we also become more tight in our fashions because we have stretch fabric. Stretch fabric is good. I do enjoy stretch fabric. I don't like sewing with it, but I like that it exists. Ah dear. Usually a B cup, and now I'm a double D but smaller back size. It's crazy. Well, that's normally what happens when you do a bra fit on people, is that they assume that they're a bigger back size than they actually are. So like, it's a really, really common bra fit, just a standard one, is you basically sister size them down. Also, Freya, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follow. It's very kind of you. But yeah, normally what will happen is you'll take them down to the back and they'll go up in the cup, because that's what sister sizing is. And it is literally probably about half, maybe more of the fits is like, you're right, you just need to go down to the back and up in the cup and you're done. But it's basically the same bra, just a little bit tighter, so it'll give you a bit more lift. It's such a common fit, is that people will start making their band bigger than it should be. Oh dear, don't say that. I don't want bigger boobs, please no. We are prepared. The amount of women who I've seen go through menopause and immediately add like a few sizes to their breasts, and it's like very quick, quite painful, and it's a sudden, it's when I see the most women get reductions. Like, of course women do get reductions before menopause, but the most women that I've seen went through menopause, they didn't really gain that much weight, but it all went to their boobs. And then they had a reduction because it was like, they were like double J's suddenly overnight, and like it's very difficult to fit for. Ah, they're oddly similar. Yeah, me and you, Via, we have like the same body proportions, but like, obviously different gender. Oh dear, you could do like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. That feel when you're at work and you realize 9 times all you get strep throat. Go home, Lee. Look after yourself. Go. This is the perfect excuse to take a day off work. You can put in reverse buttons, you know, to fix that. I put in like little, what do you call it? I just put an extra one in, but on the back side, like I put like a little hook or something in, but I don't want to be doing that constantly. And I still feel like I look like I'm bursting out. Oh dear. When the crafty person in the family, same height, long torso, short legs. Oh dear. If you want small bits. Yeah, which not everyone wants. Some people will get their double J's and they'll be heckin' happy with it, and that's fair. Oh dear. If you go up a cup size and go down a back size, people say, no way I'm an E, you're getting small in the back, but yeah, you are an E. This is the thing. A 32 double D is the same as a 34D, which is the same as a 36C, which is the same as a 38B. Those are all the same cup size because the back size makes a difference. I should say things will change a little bit from country to country, but like generally that's how it goes. And that's why someone who is a 28G, for instance, is like the same size as someone who's like a 36D. And it's like, it's not so big, and people get in their heads a lot about the numbers, but the back makes a really big difference. If you're a small back, it is very likely that you will be over a D. But people think D is massive. D is not big. It's just, yeah. It's how it goes. Oh dear, mine got huge when I was preggo and I hated it so much. I mean, I'm far from big, but I'd give them away in a heartbeat. It's just a pain to get them fit most of the time. It's like, I want them to fit in something nicely. Not in like the same beige bra that I've had for the last 10 years. Thank you. This is the only one that they do in the store, so this is the one that I get. Although it does now come in black. Fantastic. It's just, yeah, this is the main issue, is if you are, and I would say it goes the opposite direction as well. If you are a bigger back with a smaller cup size, you will have exactly the same problems as someone with a small back and a big cup. They just don't make bras for them. And they do, well they do, but they're not in stores and you can't try them on most of the time. So, you know, if you wanna have like the fit experience, it's very difficult. They'll maybe have one or two, but they'll probably be beige and black, maybe white if you're lucky, and that will be it. And those are your bras. Enjoy. That's it. And as a bra fitter, it's always very depressing as well, because you want to give the people coming in something really nice to go home in if they want it, and you just can't. You just can't. Oh dear. Spent 98 quid on 2 bras purely because she wanted something not granny style, and it's just like G to H. You can. There are brands like Fantasy, Freya, Curvy Kate. What's the expensive? There is an expensive one I'm thinking of as well, but maybe I won't mention that one. Who do bigger sizes. So they do like the standard back sizes, but like a double D plus. And most of those, like Freya in particular, can be a bit cheaper. Like you're looking at like 20 something to 30 something a bra. And you can get up to, I think Freya will do up to a double G. Fantasy will do up to like a double J. But they're a little bit more expensive. But they do pretty bras in those sizes. I would highly recommend, if you're one of those bigger sizes, to go check them out. They also do bigger back sizes as well. What was the other one I'm thinking of? There was another really cool brand I saw more recently. It was like Play something. It wasn't. It's like a newer brand though. What was it called? I'd have to double check what it is. But they did up to a 48 back, I believe. Play-Doh. It was Play-Doh. 46 or 48 back up to like a J cup, and they did like strappy, like bondage looking kind of nice, pretty colors, neon green bras. They were very, very fun. I liked them a lot. They also did like a picnic blanket one. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that one. Like gingham bra. Hell yeah. Playhouse Disney. Yeah, that's the one. ODH Wince. Yeah, so this is when you'll be looking for those kind of brands. The thing is, I think Bravissimo in the UK is one of your best bets for like a chain store, but even then they will have a limited amount of stock in those kind of sizes. They might have like one or two that you can try on. Oh dear. I'm a 44. Yeah, the thing is, different brands measure on different bases. So like, for instance, is it a 48 at the tightest or a 48 at the loosest? Is it a 32 at the tightest or the loosest? Is it made of stretch lace or stiff lace? And all of these things, even though technically they're measured the same, they fit very differently. And brand to brand, it can make a huge difference on your size, unfortunately. And it has to do with the material, where they measure the size at its most stretched or it's least stretched, yada, 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 yada. It's kind of boring bra stuff, I'm sorry. I don't want to talk everyone's head off with bra stuff because it is kind of boring. It's maths. Oh dear. Yeah, it's nice to get fun bras. I'll see if I can find. There was another one, I'm sure. Ula is one of them. Panache is the expensive one I was thinking of. There was another one I'm thinking of, though, that isn't Ula or Panache, which did some really good options. But I can't find it for the life of me. Was it Elemi? Elemi does some really nice stuff, but I don't think they did as much. There is one that's got it. Playful Promises, that's what I'm thinking of. Okay, but I'm gonna find some of these and just get them as links. Sorry, I'm gonna put this back in my mouth. That's a long link. You might have to copy and paste that one. Wait a minute, can I just... No, that'll work. Take that one. Ignore the first one. The first one's stupid. Take those links, boob havers. Take them. If you are a slightly larger back size, take those ones. Not the first one though. The first one's a bad link. The second one is fine. I can't delete it because it's my own link, but ignore it. Also, Sarah, welcome on in. Cicada, welcome on in. And Sunkoi, welcome on in. I hope you're all doing well. We've just been talking a little bit about bras, and people are asking about bras in larger back sizes and larger cup sizes as well. Those are 3 brands that personally, as a bra fitter, I would recommend. Because I would also recommend Fantasy, but Fantasy does a lot more standard. If you're looking for like beige bras, if you're looking for black bras, white bras, navy, Fantasy is a really, really good option. But they don't do quite so many young bras, I would say, in my personal opinion. They do some really cute florals, but it's very seasonal and hit and miss. So I would say that those are good options if you are a slightly bigger band size. Yes, titty talk, jeez. You come into titty talk, welcome on in for dance. But in my defense, I was a bra fitter for many, many, many years. This is what I do. It literally was my job. You can't have a go at me, Twitch. I am simply talking about my employment. Oh dear. Yeah, I would say take those links. Have a little look at them. I would say they are more specifically tailored to the UK because those are all brands you can get in the UK. If you're abroad, I can't promise that you'll find them, but hey, there's some options. I'm gonna say, like, right now, Playful Promises is my favorite. Like, I love Playful Promises. I think it's fantastic. I really love that they do more intense bras, but they do them in a really big size range. So, like, it depends on what size they have in store, because apparently a lot of these are actually off. But like, yeah, like this one is red, it's strappy, and it goes from a 32 double D up to a 44H. And it's like, they're so pretty, and they have matching underwear as well, which is important, I think, if you're trying to sell a pretty set. Like, I love them. Out of all 3, LME does really, really comfy bras. And they also do like sportsy ones as well. So if you're, again, a larger cup size, you're looking for sports and stuff like that, as well as some really comfy, pretty bras, I would go for LME. And then Ula I'm not as familiar with in general, to be honest, but I have heard good things. And again, they do more bright, colourful bras. Coming up to Christmas, they probably all have like a lot of reds, which is nice. But yeah, Playful Promises would be my go-to, but the other ones are really good too. I am a pro. Do I have to tell you to stretch? I saw it and I chose not to move. But thank you. Dear. I saw it. I was like, let me check my posture. Yep, it's perfect. I am a pro titty tester. Yeah, I mean, my background is that of someone who fits bras for people getting ready for surgery. So I was NHS trained, which is our health system, to fit bras. But that's because I specifically would talk to a lot of people going through breast cancer, enlargements, reductions, and transitions. So that was more my job. Of course, I did general fits as well. Like, not like I didn't do them, but I was generally used as more of a I guess, specialist fitter, because that's what my training was. Jelly, checking that posture? I checked it. It's perfect. I have perfect posture. 10 out of 10. Oh dear. There we are. Yeah. I should honestly just get some stuff on the Discord probably, but it's not super useful for everyone. But yeah. This is the thing, as a bra fitter, one of the challenges you have is if somebody's in one of those size ranges where they don't make it as many bras, it's about trying to make people feel like there are bras out there for them at relatively affordable prices. The thing is as well, if you find one that you like there, or a brand that you like out of the ones I picked but it is too expensive, have a look on Amazon. Because sometimes they'll do stock that doesn't sell anymore, so like older stock from those brands on Amazon at a cheaper price. And it is the same good quality bra, just not one that's in rotation anymore for that brand. I say, like, honestly, I do the same with Freya. I do the same with all that. Yeah, it's fantastic. And it means that you're still getting those good quality branded bras that will last like a good amount of time. And they can be really, really pretty and supportive for larger sizes as well. But you're not paying quite so much because they're not the current stock. It's food types are, but I've never learned what they are. They are going to be petals for chrysanthemums. Unfortunately, until I finish all of them, I can't show you what it's going to look like. It's going to be one of those trust the process kind of things where it's like, you know, once they're all together, I can show you the individual petals. They look like these. They're going to all be painted and curved, but that's what they look like right now. But yeah, oh, there's Truth's back. How much longer have you streaming? Home from work now. Oh, lovely. I don't know. I don't have a schedule right now. I'm just streaming as many days as I can. So yeah, it could be another hour. It could be another 2 minutes. It could be another 10 hours. I just don't know. I just don't know. Could be any. Oh, dear. It'll probably be, to be honest, until my throat starts to give out today, if I had to guess, because I am struggling a little bit with my throat being a bit gravelly today. It's not too bad right now, but I'm like, it's going in and out of phases of me losing it. So we'll see. Oh dear. Yeah, this is the thing. I don't have a schedule at all. No schedule. Oh dear. Physical support from bras is just a gimmick. Emotional support is like that. I honestly, so I stand by, like, okay, I grew up on Gok's How to Look Good Naked, right? Where they basically had the whole theory of, if you are wearing underwear that you feel happy in, if you can feel more confident with that, you will hold yourself more confidently in general. So like having like just one pretty pair of underwear can make you feel a lot more confident in all of your other outfits as well. And I very much stand by that if people have the option of having just one pretty set, like one pretty set of underwear, that they will feel a lot more confident because they have a set that makes them feel really, really good. And like, yes, I'm not going to say that you wear that every single day because it's not practical if you need like a beige bra for this or a black bra for this, like understandable. It's not a practical everyday bra. But having just one set that makes you feel really, really good about yourself, I think can have such a positive emotional effect. Yeah. Even though nothing's really changed. Like, you know, you've still got the same body as you had at the beginning of the day. Like, nothing there has changed. But just the way that you look at yourself can be a lot more positive. And I very, very much stand by that. Obviously, every woman is different. And some people will have more of an intense reaction to than others. But in my experience, it's been one of the most fulfilling experiences when someone is declared free from cancer and they've had their surgery and they're just waiting then for like the scars to start healing up, and you fit them in a really, really pretty bra. You fit them as like really ultra feminine that's like to their style, whether it be like more sexy or more floral or like whatever it is that they're feeling. And they look at how their body is after chemo, potentially radiotherapy, potentially all of that, but they see it in a really, really pretty bra. And it's, I don't know, from what I've seen, it's always had an incredibly positive effect. And a lot of women will come in and they'll be able to have their first fitting after surgery with wires or stuff like that, and they don't want to look at their body very much, and then they're not having the best mental time. And it's always encouraged to give people a try something pretty on. Try something that really accentuates curves in a positive way, something that suits their personal style. It's one of the more difficult bits of bra fitter is like that process, because if you get it wrong, you get it wrong. But like encouraging them to give it a go, like just bring one in and see if they try it on. You don't have to, just like here's a few options for you, give these a go, and have one of them be like a stunning red set or something like that. And nearly every time they will try that red one on, and nearly every time it's the one they'll go home with as well, because it's the one they felt the best in. Also, I'm going to update the petal count because we have the big 300. We got heckin' 300 petals! Hell yeah. Oh! Ignore that. There we go. The best part about finding under sign the right size you when you have it. So it takes up more space. Yeah. It can be very difficult. But again, recommend the brands that I posted before. They're really, really good. If you're someone who does have a little bit more junk in the trunk, they have really, really pretty, you'll see them on bigger models for the most part as well, so you can kind of imagine it on yourself a little easier. But like, they have pretty sets. They're very, very pretty. Oh dear. Congrats on 300, thank you! I loved watching Gogwan and how those women felt. I don't think I could dress someone like me. I don't like the styles he chooses, which were perfect for the women, but not for me. Yeah, this is the thing. It's like, I'm quite confident in my style. It's baggy, and I like it. I like comfortable. I'm in a long-term committed relationship. I don't need to dress sexy anymore. But I do stand by having at least one sexy set of underwear. I think it's a really positive thing. There's just like one, and it doesn't have to be like, you know, crotchless, see-through, nipple tassels kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be anything like that. Just one that you feel really, really confident in, that, you know, you feel nice in. It can be like really pretty and floral. It can be like, it can even like be like long line, covering more space, stuff like that. Just something. I think honestly the same thing should go for men as well. I am a big a big believer that like good undergarments that like make you feel good will make you feel good in your oval garments as well. Like just something underneath that you can feel happy with. It doesn't have to be every single set unless you want it to be, but like just something. I don't think that has to be a female only experience, honestly. Oh dear. Pants are just bad for those with larger thighs. Everything that used to be classified as skinny cut. They should do bra fittings for pants. What about size? I think something extra. Uterus I don't have. Oh, okay. Dear. Listen, they still got really nice. They still got good underwear. You will find. They got. I'd say probably if you're not used to underwear that makes you feel really sexy, going into a store and having like some options laid out for you by staff is really, really helpful. Because like, for instance, if you have less of a waist dip, they'll have options that will like give different appearances. A lot of underwear is like, what do you call it? It shapes your body in different ways, which is good for people with different body types. Like high waist for me, like if it's like one of the really high straps, terrible. I've got a really long body. It makes my body look 10 times longer. I end up looking like a snake by the end. That's no good. But like, and they'll take into account like your body, what you want it to look like, and then find you underwear that can give you that illusion. It's really, really nice. I would highly recommend going in and chatting to staff about it, because even if they can't, you know, sell you anything that day, say you need a size that they don't hold, the advice is invaluable. And that's, again, all genders. Nothing wrong with a bit of advice on pants that look good on you. Can I get crotch or see-through cosplay with nipple tassels? Probably not on Twitch. If I had to say, probably not on Twitch. I hate sexy pants, just not nice bras. What I want now is a going out for dinner outfit that makes you feel awesome. You know what? It's a good time of year to get it. They got so many nice going out outfits at the moment. Oh dear. Welcome back, Teresa. 5.5%. Is that what you need out of your underwear? I'm confused. Wait, what is 5.5%? Oh, of the flour total. I'm so sorry, Vile. That's all I meant. I got a bit behind. That is a nice clothes you feel good and does make a massive difference. Hell yeah. I think, you know, especially because bodies change, things look different over time. Like just nipping into a shop and trying some things on and seeing what shapes you enjoy can make like a really big difference. Oh dear. I'm getting adverts on stream, but the advert is the side of the video, so it isn't stopping the video. I don't really talk about ads. I'm sorry if you get ads. That's my bad. Well, it's not my bad. It's Twitch's bad. If you have a problem with the ads, please take it up with Twitch, not with me. Oh dear. Snake jelly. I'm a snake. Did Dabson salute? Heck yeah. I don't know what I want my body to look like yet. Dabson dysphoria. Oh god. Oh dear. When you have like maybe a bit more of an idea, when you've got some ideas of things you like, if you can't try them on in shops, maybe just ask. It's a bit of a weird question if you're not used to it, but I can tell you as a bra fitter, we had it every day. People asking, what would make this look good? What would make this look good? How can I do this? And you'd be like, don't worry, I got you. I am a professional. I've been doing this for a long time. Let me go through some stuff with you. It's lovely. And it's nice for the staff as well, because you get to have like a proper one-on-one conversation with people. I wear my underwear 5.5% of the time. Understandable. As I just simply be, I got trousers that fit comfortable and this beautiful oversized jumper, so I might have a look at their sexy going out clothes. Why not? You love a jumpsuit? Hell yeah. I love a jumpsuit. Oh dear. But yes, it was for the petals. My bad. Oh dear, so you used to be a bra fitter then. Very specifically, I was an NHS trained bra fitter who did fits for people who were going through surgery. While it was predominantly people with breast cancer, I also fit people going through enlargements, reductions, and transitions as well. And that was my job for 4 or 5 years. I don't work there anymore because I am not well enough to work. But yes, I did do that for a very long time. And it was a job that I found a lot of really nice people in. You meet the same people over and over again a lot of the time throughout various stages of the surgery journey. And it's really nice. It's always really good. How do you even get a job doing that? You apply. You probably have to be a bra fitter already most of the time to apply, but if you get a job at a place that does specialize more in surgery stuff, you don't need any particular qualification. They will train you up for it if it's something you're happy to do. So like there are, like for instance, bra fitters nearer to hospitals sometimes that will offer a surgery fit service, and those are the ones you apply for. Yeah. It's a specific job, and until you need it, you wouldn't necessarily think of it. And then you realize that you're going through surgery and you have very specific needs. Like, the hospitals would recommend to come to, there's us and one other that was nearby, depending on where you lived, whichever one was closest, because we did pro-surgery fit, which is you do need more training for. And people would still come in and be really, really like worried that we wouldn't understand what was going on and like what they need. And it's like, don't worry. You'd have to like, you know, have a proper conversation with them. Like, you're fine. We see people like you every single day, constantly. And what you're going through, there is a whole community of people going through the same thing. And honestly, it was a really happy place to work, despite how, like, you know, hard a lot of what people were going through was. Like, breast surgery is no joke. It is a painful process with a fair recovery time. There can be like a lot of dysphoria around it for anyone, regardless of why you're coming in. People will have breast reductions because they hate their chest and enlargements because they hate their chest. A lot of people look down on people for doing that kind of thing. It's like, if they are like this uncomfortable in their body and that's what they want, like, it's no one else's decision but theirs. And then of course you have people going in for transitional ones where they are transitioning. I will say predominantly it was male to female, because of course we'd be going through the surgery stuff with them. And yeah, again, it can be like a really scary experience, but after you've been there for like a few minutes, you'll instantly be like, hell yeah, these are people who have been through or understand what I'm going through, and there is a whole community of other people around me who are basically here for the same reason. And it's a really nice environment. We even had days before COVID happened where we'd have like champagne, people could get a bit tipsy as they go through stuff. We had, of course, like reductions and stuff like that. It was great. We had like a lot of fun there. We had chocolates. Thank you for the like, Louisa. Ah, dear. I never thought that people who specialize in post-surgery bra fitness. All there are. All there are. I didn't know that my great-grandma had breast cancer until she passed. She actually used a custom beanbag bra. Yeah! So, again, that's a slightly older thing than what they do now. These days, it's a lot more common for people who are getting breast cancer treatments. If they have to have like a large amount of tissue removed, immediate reconstruction is more common. So what they'll do is, if they have to remove all from one side, they'll reconstruct the breast to be the same size as the other. It'll either be immediate, if they can, or if they have to go through some rounds of chemo first, it'll be like a delayed reconstruction. So they'll have all of the tissue removed, go through chemo, and then have it all put back. But obviously not their tissue, like an implant. And if they have to do it on both, then the person gets to choose how big they want their boobs. Which a lot of people have said, actually, as far as the silver lining goes, could be worse. But yeah, it tends to be a lot more smooth, the process now. Some people will still opt for a prosthesis, but most of the people that we see with prosthetics, whether it be like a beanbag bra, whether it be a softie, whether it be a full prosthesis, tend to be a little bit older these days, because it is a lot easier to do a complete reconstruction, and it's less of an impact on the person having to go through it these days. Yeah, that tends to be what you see. So you will get a range of different people coming in, but you can normally tell by their age range probably what surgery they've had. Oh dear, Monarchicas, they took the lump out and sewed it back up. Yeah, and like people like that will often have fillets. Ah dear, are you winning, Jelly? Rambo! Actually, I would prefer to you to refer to me as Bateman, because that's who I am. I am Bateman. Wow. Chocolate covered wait, you having chocolate covered biscuits? Wait, why are you not sharing? Vi, where are my chocolate covered biscuits, huh? Ah, dear. Fair tables and drink. Oh, God. Yep, I heard petals. Let me know, how are you, Serby? Welcome on in. Do you like my petals? I've made 9 so far today. They're slow, but they're getting there. Look at all that thread. Look at all that thread. So cool. Ah, dear. Hello, Bateman. I was like to you. Hello, yes, Bateman. Apologies, Bateman. You are Bateman. We are all Bateman. Thank you. Yes, that is me, Bateman. Ah, dear. Baby gets no chocolate. How could you say that? I bet a lot just say they want the same size they were before surgery. Yeah, I mean, most of the time, but some women will choose to be slightly smaller. Again, like if you've been through menopause, your breasts have enlarged, and then you found out you have breast cancer, they might actually choose to be smaller. It's whatever's easiest for them. Of course, at the end of the day, what comes first and foremost is the health of the person. So like, I think as long as they can guarantee they're being healthy, people don't worry about it too much. Yeah. They're in the mail, must have been the is it? Alright, well I'll expect to get them in a couple weeks when they've probably gone off then. Thank you for munching my petals. Oh dear. I seriously want a reduction. If it's something that's caused, I don't know how it is abroad, I should say, but in the UK, if it's something that's causing you problem day to day, you can go to the doctor and get a referral for one, as long as there is a history of it causing you problems, whether it be mentally or physically. It's a bit of a process, and I will say the wait list in the UK right now is atrocious because of everything that's happened with COVID, but it is something you can do here. You in the US? My condolences, I'm very sorry. Unfortunately, yeah, they don't have the same system over there from what I've read. Here, you can get a reduction on the NHS. You just have to, there's a few things you have to do, where it's like being able to prove that you've had, bad mental health because of it or bad physical health because of it. Normally, it means you have to speak to one of those specialists first. And unfortunately, the wait list is intensely long right now, but it is something you can get. Not everyone can get it because, again, you have to be able to prove that you are having certain problems, but you can. Brain feels like giant blue screen. Oh god. If I get into this one, I'm gonna go private. Fair. Oh dear. Wow. America is very expensive. It is. It's very, very expensive. I mean, it is expensive here as well, but it's just, it's part of our tax rather than, yeah, because if you do go private, it is expensive here too. Wow. Oh. There we go. Foldy foldy. State to state makes a difference. Oh, so in some states can you get, well, but you wouldn't, America has a private healthcare system, doesn't it? I could be wrong. Ah, dear. £700 for the procedure. Yeah. It's very expensive. Very, very, very expensive. That's why if you can get it on the NHS, I recommend it. Like, most of the women that I had spoke to did get it on the NHS. A couple did go private to get it, but like most of they just waited and they got it like that. And again, as long as you can prove that you have a history of struggling with mental health because of it or physical health because of it, you will normally, if you haven't got that history, you'll have to organise an appointment to go get that. But if you can prove that, then yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. Because in the UK where you can show that you receive at least 12 prescriptions a year, then you can pay 10 quid a month to get as many prescriptions as you need. Yeah. Or in Wales, you can get prescriptions for free. we don't pay for prescriptions in this country. Oh dear. But yeah, they do have things for it in England as well, I am aware. I know under and over a certain age as well, you normally don't have to pay. Wait, it's free in Wales? Yeah. Listen, why do you think I bought a house here? It's free healthcare, free prescriptions. You get many prescriptions as you need, completely free. Because otherwise, my prescriptions are hecking expensive. Since when? Since forever. Like, at least since I've lived here. When I left, I was 18, which meant I would have had to start paying for prescriptions. But because I came to Wales, I've never paid for prescriptions. Never. How come you get it in free? Because Wales MVP. Wales is just the best. Free healthcare and free prescriptions. Wales does exist. Note to self, move to Wales. It is, yeah. And this is the thing as well. I started getting free prescriptions as soon as I signed up for the doctors here. Like, as soon as I came to Wales and signed up for prescriptions, they were like, yeah, oh, that's free. Don't worry about it. Like, I took my card to pay for it for the first time. And they were like, what are you doing? Just take your drugs. Just take them. You don't have to pay for any of this. This is free. I was like, oh. It was really weird. I felt like I was robbing them. But no, it's free. It's amazing. It is. It does, but when it comes to a portable app from the States, California felt it did an okay job with what they offered. Other states, not so much. Okay, I see. It is related to service. It's meant to be free. Most families still try to charge it. In reduction in the S. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you can hear, but my voice is trying to go. I might just have to take a little break on the talk or go grab something to try and soothe it a little bit. Yeah, I would hope that you would get it free, Sunkoi. Ah, dear. Take drugs. It's free. There you go. Vegan 74. And last time I got a prescription was $9.50 per item. Yeah. Mine are quite expensive, which is why I am very glad that I get them through free healthcare. Lemon tea. That I was thinking I might make a honey tea really quickly and just see if I can cool it down a little bit. I expect my throat to be bad today because what was it I said earlier? I shoved a lot of meat in my mouth or something like that earlier, and it was really bad for me, and now I'm stuck. But I can't remember what the quote I can't remember what the quote was. I said something earlier that zero was, yeah. But no, I ate stuff I shouldn't have yesterday, and it kind of destroyed me, or something like that. Shoved meat in your mouth? Yeah, I shoved meat in my mouth. Talking a lot, I talk a lot, my voice goes dry. My voice is actually pretty good because I streamed for so long, and like it used to be that I'd average between 4 to 6 hours a stream. My voice was pretty used to handling that, but if I do something that makes me sick or, you know, feel very ill, then, you know, I don't think most people's voices are that great after that. I shoved a lot of meat in your mouth. Yeah, I think that's what I said. We didn't quote it, yeah. I took it hard and raw and spent the rest of the day gagging. That is a quote. I don't know what quote that is. That is a quote. Oh dear. It was, yeah, that was raw vegetables. That's another thing I can't eat. Alright. Is there somewhere I can leave this so that I can go grab something? Oh. Oh no. Yeah, you need to protect it a few more days, I think so. Oh. Whoa. Oh, is that not what you meant? How many things are you choking on? Honestly, so much more than you could possibly imagine. You got a biscuit tea? Can I have some? I want biscuit tea. And then I go straight to the strepsils. I do have strepsils, but because first of all, I did this to myself. This is 100% my own fault, and I deserve no sympathy for it. But also because I have problems so often, I don't like to take stuff like that has sugar in it, because yeah, it's too regular. It'd be too regular for me. I do have strepsils nearby, but I tend to avoid taking them unless it's really, really bad. I haven't lost my voice yet. What's biscuit tea like compared to non-biscuit tea? Biscuit tea is like an angel came by, like they flew in your window as you were brewing your cuppa, and they just so gently dunked like a rich tea biscuit into your tea, and they just dunked a little bit. They didn't leave any crumbs, and then they flew away. And then when you take a sip of your tea, it's like an angel dunked a biscuit in it. That's what it's like. It's really good. It's the same stuff you sent me. It's good stuff. Dear, you get none from me at least. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. What is strepsils? They are like a throat soother here in the UK. It's like a little sweet that you take that has honey in it, so it helps. But it kind of like numbs your throat a bit, so it makes it feel like less painful if you have a sore throat. It doesn't get rid of anything. It doesn't make you better. It just makes you feel better. You know? It's one of those. It makes you feel better. I'm addicted to it now. Thanks a lot. Anytime. Like a cough drop, but for yeah, just for sore throats. Ah, dear. Hell yeah. Well, tea-flavored mash, is it? I'm assuming. Listen, I can only assume it's tea-flavored. Yeah, I'm trying to find somewhere I can leave this so that the thread doesn't all unravel, because it will if I'm only halfway through it. But I kind of need it. I feel like I'm just going to end up finishing it. Oh, you know what? I might just end up finishing it. It's better than losing all of the work that I've done. Apologize if I talk a little bit more monotone for a minute. Honey mustard, heck yeah! Oh dear. Oh dear. Tea flavored mash? Yeah, honestly, I have never had mashed potato tea, but I would try it. I am of the opinion I will try most foods. I won't try all foods because there are some that I disagree with, but like I will try most foods. Because, you know, until I try it, can I really say that I'd like or dislike it? I don't think so. There's a lot of mushrooms that I'd like to try, because I've only had like button mushrooms and like the really big mushroom that you can like stuff things in. And I'll be honest, I don't particularly like either of those mushrooms. So I would like to try other types of mushrooms to see if I like those ones. Because the ones I've had so far, not been super keen. They've been okay, at best. Oh dear, throat lozenges. Yeah, throat lozenges. Oh dear. I have not met a shroom that I do not like. See, I'm the opposite. I have yet to meet a shroom that I do like. I don't like any of them so far. And I want to. I want to like mushrooms. But so far, I have not had any that I have been particularly keen on. I can eat them. I just don't think they are that good. Mushrooms with no mushroom flavor. No, I just want to try different ones with different flavors. Cooked up mushrooms. I haven't tried that many varieties of mushroom yet. I would like to try some of the other ones. I want to try new mushrooms. That's on my list of things. Shiitake mushrooms are lovely. See, I've not had that. I want to try shiitake mushrooms. I want a puffball mushroom. I want to try a puffball mushroom. I've not had that either. Oh my god, I've heard that I've not met as a streamer I like. That I've not met a streamer I like yet. Wait, you don't like any streamers? Why are you on Twitch if you don't like any streamers? Oh, did Chaotic Forager listen to me and I was jealous? Heck yeah. Enoki, I want to try that one too. You never had a mushroom head in your mouth. Of course I have, but like, I don't like it that much. Like, I like raw mushrooms in salads a little bit, and if they're fried, like dried, then it's okay. But other than that, the taste is okay. It's just the texture I'm not super keen on, if you can't tell. Enoki's a personal favorite. Okay. Yeah, I just want to try more mushroom. Streamer who? Yeah, I'm not a streamer. It's true. Ah, dear. There we go. I will refrain from answering. I wanted to grow my own mushrooms. Heck yeah. Why not? I guess why not would be you have to do it safely. But if you're growing them in your home, then you'd know what was growing, surely, so it'd be okay. Actually, I think I'm thinking of foraging more than growing. Ignore me. I've gotten confused again. Oh dear. But yeah, why not? Oh dear. No streamers here. No streamers here. Not a single streamer. If there was, I'd hate them. Oh dear. You, Twitch streamers. Gross. Yeah, I know what I was growing. Yeah, you wouldn't have... I think I was thinking of foraging. Like the idea that you wouldn't know what they were necessarily. Which I realized would not be the case if you were growing them in your own home. It wouldn't probably be so much of a fear. How did that happen? Go and get that out of there. All mushrooms is edible. Some are only edible once. True. You've seen some really fun case. Oh, and Luis, you want a duck? All right, 2 seconds. Let me get up the ducks. They're on pause right now, but they are there. Actually, I can get them on collection really quickly. Louise, you can have any of the ducks as long as they don't have a name underneath them. If they have a name underneath them, they're already taken. But you can take any of the other ducks. Just let me know which one you want, and I can switch pages and stuff like that. Duck time, duck, yeah! You said mushrooms. Yeah, I'm still trying to make a small garden, only a pepper and basil plant so far. You know what though, that's a start. Let me go back to the previous page as well. What are you feeling? What duck are you feeling? We got lots of ducks. We've unlocked all of them now, but of course some of them have already got owners. So, you know, for obvious reasons, you cannot have the ones that people have already taken. That would be stealing a duck. You can't steal a duck. How are you, Doctor? I don't know. You're welcome to count them, though. Is there a disco duck? There is a disco duck, and no one's taken it. You're not going to look like a disco duck initially, but... Oh, wow. Why did it start there? But when it hits nighttime, then you will look like a disco duck. I'll just wait for you to spawn in quickly. There we go. Meanwhile, I'll just keep wrapping this. I think you're going to be one of the last ones to spawn in because you were... Oh, there you are. You're one of the last ones I got. There you are. We got you. You're not going to look like a disco duck yet because it's in the middle of the day. But later on, you will look like a disco duck. Cool. They are going to just keep going for a while as well. We have a lot of ducks. There's your ducks. Disco hype! Yeah, the Pokemon storyline gets juicy. Oh, okay. It's nice to hear. I got the basil plant. I grew the pepper plant from seeds. I got a pepper from the store. Heck yeah. Shiny. I love Disco Duck. I love Disco Duck too. Disco Duck's a very good bean. Ah, dear. Ah, dear. Okay. Chilies are also pretty easy. So they have sticky toffee pudding. Oh, delicious. Honestly, if you're getting cookies, though, you have to share them with the class. The rest of us would like cookies too. Bear that in mind. I don't know if everyone wants cookies, but I would like cookies. I'd also really need to put some honey in my tea. Oh dear. I don't know. We'll see how I feel after finishing this one. I don't really want to do a super short stream today, but I also don't want to lose my voice because I'm meant to be seeing friends tomorrow and I want to be well. I want to be a healthy bean. Oh dear. Wow. You want cookies? I want cookies too. Cookies recipe. Wait, they leaked their recipe. Oh, they probably would be stale once they got to a few people. But like, you know, a stale cookie is still a cookie. Ah, dear. Since when did Uber do gravy? I love gravy. That being said, I'm very picky on my gravy. Like, I love chips with gravy on them, right? But like, the gravy does have to be like a certain thickness for me to really appreciate it. If they do like a really thin, runny gravy, I always feel kind of like hard done by. I want that thick chip shop gravy. Like, it's like an ooze. That's what I want. An ooze gravy. Delicious. Who just drives the gravy boat right to your front door? I wish they did. I'd get Uber so much more if they drove with just gravy to my front door and it was like the thick good stuff. Heck yeah, crunchy fries with thick gravy. That's perfect. See, that's what I like. Yes, yes, yes. You get it. You get it. Sauce-like consistency. Yes. Ah, dear. You get it. You get it. That's what we need. Has to be the right. You think great? Okay, get out. The door's over there, Gromit. The door for people that don't appreciate thick chip shop gravy's just behind me. Oh dear, so many gravies. Yeah, because gravy is good, and we love gravy. I'm sorry, if you want to eat your salty, vinegary chips, you go ahead. We're gravy people here. Bugger off. I haven't joined the Tories. It's not true. Who knows? Maybe I was telling them to get in the closet for protection, huh? Thick gravy. Thick gravy's important. Maybe it's for protection. Oh dear. It's still not the most viewed clip this month, and I'm rather ashamed of what that is because I clipped it, and I only clipped it to show to Shiny to check to make sure that I didn't need to delete the VOD. And then it suddenly... And I am going to mildly blame Vile because I remember Vile saying that they shared it around. And so now somehow that is I never advertised that clip. And it is somehow the most viewed clip from this month. I literally only took it so that I could show Shiny and be like, you know, is this okay? Do I need to delete the VOD? And so, yeah. And now I can't get rid of it because like 80 people have watched it. Ugh. Well, I suppose I could say it's too late to get rid of it because 80 people have watched it. Which again, I do kind of blame Vile for. I didn't blame Vile until Vile outed themselves. And was like, I shared it. It was me. Ah, dear Queena! I'm a big fan. Hell yeah! I do like curry sauce from the chip shop as well. That is good too. That is good too. Not even on a roast dinner? Okay, fair enough. I showed it to so many people. The first thing I showed was, oh no! No, not Teacup! No! I want to make a good impression on Teacup still. I haven't talked to Teacup enough to know whether or not I've made a positive impression. You can't go showing her that. You've never had curry sauce? Oh my god. Well, listen, this is a good excuse then. You need to go down your local chippy and get chip shop curry sauce. Oh, except do they do that in America? Wait a minute. Do you have a local chippy in America? Otherwise, you need to come over to the UK, find a local chippy and get chip shop curry. Yeah. And mint sauce and the roasted. I mean, mint sauce is alright. It's like mid. Oh, you have no idea the jokes that Teacup tells. Yeah, but I don't say that kind of thing. I am a wholesome, innocent bean who doesn't even swear and would never say something like that normally. Diner. Maybe like diner chips would do then. Is it? I know, like, because it's the least spicy. It's not really spicy. It's just like, well, it's got like spices in it. It kind of tastes like curry powder. Curry powder and stock. But it's not bad. We're from Wales. We're not sun people. You know what, though? That is 100% true. We are not sun people. Oi, oi! Black Apple, oi, oi! Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. We're talking about gravy on chip shop chips. Do you have chippies on that? I'm trying to work out what other countries have chippies. Apparently America is a no-go for chippies. Do you have chippies? It's like your local chip shop that does like fish. Chippies is the thing here. Do you do chips and gravy then? And if, like the nice thick stuff. Mint in vinegar. Sweden has a chip shop. Do you have chips and gravy? New Zealand, I guess. Yeah, we have scallywags, but they just do fish and chips, so you can't ask for gravy. They don't give you gravy. I have to bloody say French fries for those guys. I've given up on trying to change my lingo so people could understand me. I say what I say. If you have to Google translate me, I'm sorry. I gave up. It's Chinese. Yeah, but I would actually say Chinese shops will often do a really good chips and curry sauce. Like they actually do, and I don't know why. Some of my favorite chips and curry sauce have been from the Chinese. Kind of does poutine. Oh yeah, you have poutine. That does just feel like an elevated chips and gravy though. Because you've got cheese curds and stuff in there too, right? Yeah, I mean that just sounds fantastic. I think that's a good alternative. Hell yeah. Oh, if you need to grab you a snack, I'll get some snacks. Thank you, Sunkoi, for popping by. Also, if you haven't met Sunkoi before, Sunkoi is a very, very talented crafter on Twitch. They're actually making their own entry for TwitchCon Cosplay Contest Paris next year. So if you enjoy the kind of stuff we've been doing here, give them a little look because you'll probably enjoy the stuff that they're doing there as well. Yes. Ah, dear. We've uncultured. Fish and chips are a thing here. Everywhere else it's chips and crisps and chips. French fries. Crisp and chips. Whoa. Whoa. Also, thank you for shouting out Sunkoi. Very heckin' sweet bean. Not getting Chinese to get English. Yeah, that's fair. We used to get like a whole order and then we'd always get like a chips and curry sauce on the side as like an extra for the day that we ordered because we'd get all like the Chinese food we wanted and then chips and curry sauce. Oh dear. Our chips are also called I'm getting very confused. Our chips are also called okay, snacks. Yeah, get your heckin' snacks. You're all good. Yes, the good chicken and chip shop is open tomorrow. Heck yeah, get yourself chips. Ah dear. Remember in Belgium at school, every meal came out of a literal mountain of fries. See, yeah, we didn't get that here. I kind of grew up in the era of Jamie Oliver being like, kids need to eat healthily. So we're gonna take the turkey Twizzlers. I'm gonna replace it with lasagna, which is basically just as bad as the turkey Twizzlers. It just doesn't taste as nice. Because I love lasagna, but I did not like school lasagna. School lasagna kind of sucked. And they didn't do like a white sauce, they just did cheese on top. And it's like, I get better at home. This is meh. But no, it's healthy alternatives, even though the healthy alternatives were like mac and cheese, which I do not think is a healthy alternative to turkey. Sure, Jamie, whatever. I'm only gonna hold it against you for my entire life. Because I got to try turkey Twizzlers. I got to try the old menu. It was good. It was really good. Oh dear, we can't be bothered with another word. Yeah, that's fair. Crisps and chips. Chips. Hell yeah. Rip turkey Twizzlers. Yeah, honestly, rip turkey Twizzlers. They were so good. Oh dear. There we go. You need Gavin and Stacey Smithy Indian order. Oh, yeah. Gavin and Stacey. It's like what half of people, even in the UK, it's like the only thing they know about bloody Wales is Gavin and Stacey. Doesn't bother me too much because I'm not Welsh, but I could see. It's like, I suppose, like the stereotypes, right? Oh dear. Funny enough, my chicken pot pie was originally a Jamie Oliver recipe that you made better. I bet you made better with like butter and stuff, because God knows they don't use that. Never had a turkey Twizzler. They still sell them at like Aldi's and stuff like that. If you haven't had one, it's just like a turkey dinosaur kind of thing. Oh, F off Jamie. I eat healthy for years. I'm more healthy now, the worst diet. Heck yeah, in Iceland. Yeah, they do sell them still. It's just they don't give them to kids in schools. Instead, they give them lasagna. And we would have like mac and cheese, lasagna, hash browns, because those were healthy. It's like, yeah, cool, Jamie, very cool. I really just miss the turkey twizzlers, to be honest. Oh dear, I am gonna stop there today. I'm really sorry. I know it's a really short stream. I think rather than trying to just like push through, it would be better if I rested it just for a little bit so that we can come back tomorrow, because I am planning to stream tomorrow morning, and we're going out in the afternoon, so I can still stream the morning. But I wanna be good for tomorrow, so I'm going to do a little bit of a raid. Hang abouts, because we will raid you into a fun bean, a fun cozy bean, even if we are ending a little sooner than usual. You know who we can raid? Who I have never raided before. We're gonna raid this person. They are playing The Wheel Decides, because they are doing a heckin' subathon, so we're gonna send you towards them. Their name is Emma Duck. I don't know if any of you know them. They're a very different person to who we normally raid, but we're gonna raid you over there. Why the heck not? Why the heck not? Let's go support their subathon. Oh dear. Oh dear. Thank you everybody for joining. Again, I apologize for it being such a short stream. It will hopefully be fine by tomorrow. We'll just take a bit of a rest. And thank you everyone for popping by. Grab your raid calls. Speaking of ducks, we're gonna go send you to another duck. More ducks for you. I know they were playing the duck game earlier, and anyone who plays the duck game is a friend of ours. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your day.